The sound of the rain on a warm summer's night, it soothes me. Hear that thunder? Perfect beauty encapsulated. But it's not just the sound. People often talk about the sound of night rain, but don't forget the smell of rain. Rain has a particular smell. It's probably the smell of plants releasing chemicals or something. It smells good. It smells like peace. Can't even see the rain, but I can sure hear it. I wonder what it is about rain at night that is so soothing. Maybe it's some sort of comfort in knowing that I'm protected in my shelter. But that doesn't seem right. Maybe it's the knowledge that this will cool down the weather slightly so I can sleep better. But that seems way too complicated. It feels like much more of a subconscious reaction than that. What is it about the sound of rain? Maybe it's something evolutionary. Maybe it's some weird evolutionary psychology type shit. Like maybe back in the day, hunter-gatherer times or before then, if it's raining at night, it's unlikely that there'll be predators about, maybe, so you know you can rest peacefully. That might be something to do with it. I could be wrong. I mean, that's just a theory. It doesn't make that much sense, because there would still be predators even in the rain, but maybe it reduces the chances. So if you're sheltered and you hear it raining, it sounds relaxing and peaceful, because being able to rest when it's raining is actually a pretty useful skill. Evolutionarily. I just came up with that right now. It's probably completely wrong. I'm not an evolutionary biologist or anything. But I do know that it sure is comfy. Oh, it could also be that rain sounds kind of similar to a crackling fire. And humans have obviously evolved a sort of natural or some sort of tendency towards fire. Could be something to do with that. Maybe it's a combination of all these things, plus the smells and the coolness of the air when it's passed through the rain is quite relaxing and soothing. Refreshing, one might even say. Yeah. One of the best feelings, I think. You know, I've taken plenty of drugs in my life, but no drug could mimic this. The feeling you get when it's raining at 4 a.m. and you're just looking out your window, taking it in. Not that drugs are bad, but this is something that you can't quite get from those. It's wonderful, really. Yeah. I think the rain might be slightly letting up a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. And once again, I can hear the birds just slightly. This is the very beginnings of the morning. In fact, maybe too early to even call it morning. Sun's not up at all yet, as you can see. Basically pitch black still. But it'll come up soon enough. Just like every day. And I'm okay with it. Maybe just this once I'll be okay with the sun coming up. Ever been to a club? Not like a decent club, not like a jazz club or something. I'm talking like a normie as fuck club, because I worked in a normie as fuck club, and let me tell you, that is the moment. If I was to pinpoint one moment in my life where I went from being like, you know what, most people, they may be a little misguided, but they're fine, to really just seeing through the facade and just understanding that they don't really deserve to live. Uh, and this is the reason. Once you work in a club like that, you very quickly figure out what's going on. It's people you get to witness every night, hundreds of people really forcing themselves to have fun, but as anyone knows who's tried to force themselves to have fun, it doesn't work very well. But none of them seem to notice this. They just keep on going, and you see them back the next week, next Friday, same people, same time. Except not that often at this club because it was a pretty shitty club. So most people, once they got in, well, if you go back out, you can't get back in. You have to pay. So most people would stay, but not really come back because everything was a rip off. The drinks were ridiculously overpriced. The music wasn't that great. Although they seem to love it because they don't care. They're just there to force themselves to have fun because that's what they've been told to do. Uh, so most people, and there was a lot of scams going on. For example, people would hand out little things to people passing by on the street that said, you come to our club and you give the people at the bar this little slip and we'll give you a free shot. But they don't tell you that the free shot is actually a shot of like half vodka, half like strawberry squash. It's not even half, it's like a little bit, it's less. I always try to give them more just to be a nice guy, but they it's a rip off and everyone would always complain and I'd be like, hey man, I'll make the rules, I'm sorry. I think it's bullshit as well. I'm amazed I didn't get fired, to be honest. But anyway, uh, what you witness is so they've been at work all day. It's Friday. They know that they need to recuperate from their week of work, right? They've been at work. They need to recuperate, because that's what leisure time is. That's why you're allowed time off under capitalism, and so they do what they've been told to do, which is the way that you have fun is you spend as much money as you can and you get ridiculously drunk. That is how you have fun, guys. All the pop music is telling me that that's how I have fun. Racks on racks on racks or whatever. I don't know. It's all about having money and getting fucked up. So that must be how you have fun, right? So then they go to the club and they spend all their money on overpriced alcohol, uh, because they've been told that all the music they're listening to that's being pumped into their ears really loud, you can't not hear it, is telling you tonight is the night. Just live like there's no tomorrow. Don't think about the future. Just live in the moment, spend all your money because don't worry about tomorrow. You'll sort that out when it comes to it. Just spend all your money, please. Give us all your money. Just consume. That's how you get happy. Just consume. Just please, it's gonna make you happy. We promise. Just keep doing it. If you're not happy yet, it's because you haven't been consuming enough. Please consume more product. Do it. Just consume. It's gonna fill the void in your soul left by working. It's gonna fill the void in your soul left by a lack of real, true relationships. Don't worry about alienation. Yet just because you haven't been consuming enough, you're clearly not drunk enough and not spending enough money. Here, go buy some more alcohol. Uh, all the songs about flaunting your wealth and shit. All the songs about getting fucked up. All the songs about let's do it tonight. It's all about tonight. You hear a lot of tonight, because they don't want you to think about the future. This is a thing. People, there's this philosophy bullshit going around, amateur, stupid bullshit philosophy of all like, just live in the moment, man. Just don't worry about the future. It's some bullshit like misinterpretation of Buddhist philosophy. It's honestly like fucking awful. But just live in the moment, man. I just try and live life in the moment. I don't really think about the future too much. Capitalism, neoliberal capitalism would ideally it wants to keep you trapped between the present and the past because that way you don't think about the future and they can sell you the same bullshit from the past and you'll keep consuming it in the present. That's why we have all this nostalgia bullshit right now. They want you to live in this sort of ephemeral dreamland where things from the past just keep repeating and you're happy about it. Which is why they try and keep you in this stage between thinking about the past, which is ideal, and thinking about the present, which is you have to do it at some point. But don't think about the future. Don't think about 40 years from now when you're still working the same dead-end job and you've got like 2 kids and you're depressed as fuck. Don't think about that. Just think about the present. And that's what they want you to think. So they just keep you like that. Pop music is really purest form of communication directly from the basilisk of neoliberal techno-capital to us. Like, it's a manifestation of the basilisk's subconscious or type business. You can really read into it. Music tends to go from a sort of cycle of fuck you to we're fucked, and then back to fuck you. We can see this most obviously with punk, which is a very obvious fuck you, and then post-punk, which is a very obvious we're fucked. And then after that happened, around the time of like new wave, the rich people figured out we can sell this to people. And then you got stuff like the new metal scene and like all that sort of metalcore bullshit, which is the fuck you. And then you've got like this popular wave of trap rap type shit, which is the we're fucked. But then it's sort of edging back into the fuck you, but then there's also a we're fucked type thing. But that, you see, the manifestation, the peak of the corporate side of things was the early 2000s, which is why, oh god, they are so happy. They're so happy that we're going back into a nostalgia for the early 2000s right now. They are fucking pissing themselves laughing, because the 2000s, it was all about like this super sparkly image, and right now the nostalgia is critical, but it won't be. It's just like how the 80s nostalgia started with vaporwave, which was like a postmodern critique of consumer culture, and evolved into just being consumer culture. So they don't care. The 2000s nostalgia started with like PC music and that sort of thing, which is very clearly like almost a parody even of early 2000s culture of like super sparkly bright pop hits, like a deconstruction in the very sense of the word, right? Although it was also kind of a celebration of it, but that's, you know, same thing. But trust me, it's not gonna last. Very soon we're gonna see just straight up fucking like Kesha style shit, but completely uncritically just repeating on the radio. But it's gonna be like weird and warped, because ephemerality, they want to keep you ephemeral so you don't think too much, but so you don't think about the future, because you need to go to the club and spend all your money, because if you spend all your money, you're gonna need to come back to work so that we can make you work and get more taxes and make you work more, and don't think about anything, don't get bored, don't get angry, whatever you do. You see the same fucking events over and over again. People have been told, you go to the club, you pick up girls, right? Go to the club, pick up shawties, you know? That's what they've been told by this music that's blaring out at them, programming them like fucking Club Siberia, except shit. Programming them with this hypnotic music, which is just bullshit, and it's telling them go to the club, pick up some shawties, you know, and they go into the club, they try and pick up some shawties, except the shawties are actually real people with real, like, brains who can think for themselves and are not just objects for their affection, and therefore will most likely reject them, and then they get depressed, and you know what they do? They drown out the depression with buying more alcohol, which makes the club more money, and so on, and the cycle continues, and it's all fucking bullshit. Don't listen to them when they tell you to not think about the future and live in the moment. That's just nonsense. You've got to think about the future. Because if you don't think about the future, you can't change anything. You don't have the mental capacity to change anything. That's literally one of the most important things that makes us human, is our ability to project the future. We can think forward in time 30 years and imagine ourselves. We have such a sense of self. That is what self-awareness is. You know, other animals can be aware of themselves in the moment. Primates can be aware of themselves in the moment. But a primate can't think forward to the end of its life and picture itself dying. But we can. I mean, maybe dolphins can. No one really knows yet. But as far as we know, this is one of the very unique things that makes us human. So when they try and stop you from doing that, they are making you into a subhuman. They are destroying the one thing that makes you self-aware, because the less self-aware you are, the more you consume and the more you buy into this whole neoliberal fucking bullshit land that we live in, right? Nuclear war now! We need to think to the future, and the future is moss, and the future is radiation, and the future is bryophytes and mutated mushrooms. Oh, it's so beautiful, and I can think for this future because I'm not fucking held down by you bullshit people trying to keep me listening to fucking dodgy radio trap music. Fuck you! So I'm just going to make some coffee right now and you know, just carry on my day like, what's that? I got something in my nose. What do you mean? That's weird. Hold on. What? No, I don't. Oh yeah, what is that? It's very strange. What's that doing in there? It's odd. Anyway, so I'm just making some coffee, you know, turning my kettle on and shit, but the hog isn't watching these days. It's very annoying. Anyway, the whole point of the video was just for the nose thing, you get it. You know, I'm getting a bit tired of this whole waking up at 6 p.m. dealio. I don't know why I miss out on like a whole day and I stay up all night, which is chill, but I don't have that long to like make music and shit. I have to, yeah, it's confusing, but I had some weird ass dreams. I've just woken up. I had many vivid dreams last night, or whatever. It was interesting. I had a dream about London being bombed, which is a pretty standard dream for me. I've heard that dream many times, but this time it was different. Normally, I'm like right in basically the dreams I normally have when London gets bombed is about me trying to survive the bombing. Or like one of my family members or friends gets injured or killed, or quite often I die. I die in a lot of my dreams. Yeah, probably something weird going on there in my brain, but yeah, I die in a lot of my dreams. But this time, I was in the middle of the city, which is a different thing, like central London. And somehow I saw it coming, and I remembered that in World War II, during the Blitz, people used to hide in the tube tunnels as makeshift bomb shelters. So I happened to be near a tube station. I just ran down there real quick, and I heard the bombs going off above, but I was completely fine. And that was a different thing. But the thing that made it stand out is that afterwards, I found out that it was Japanese ultra nationalists that had done it. Just an interesting thing for my brain to come out with. Like, yeah, there you go. That happened. Well, then another dream I had. I have some fragments that I don't really remember that well. Like, I remember walking somewhere with with like a friend along a pathway, talking about something. I don't remember what it was. And I remember with a different friend being in some sort of brutalist courtyard at nighttime. I don't remember much about that one either. But the last one I had was about a Linux program that would let you download high quality art. Like, you could just for free download paintings and shit. That was an interesting one, because it took really long to download them. And like, yeah, it was weird as fuck. Also, it was like VR sometimes, but sometimes it wasn't. My dream couldn't make up its mind if it was like a hologram or if it was like on my phone or on a computer. It kept changing, but I didn't notice at the time because it seemed normal, because that's how dreams work. But I downloaded this painting. I think I downloaded an image, the dog image as well using this app. No, it was a picture of a sheep. It was a really high quality picture of a sheep. That was it. That was weird, but it was a cute sheep. I remember that much. But also I downloaded this art. It was like a painting, and it kind of looked like a sort of amorphous gradient when you looked at it, the whole thing. Like a really big like meters wide and tall painting canvas, and it was just like a soft gradient from one side to the other. But then if you zoomed in really close, you could see that it was actually made out of loads of really tiny hexagons. It looked very cool, and it makes me want to do that. But the problem is, I'm not good at painting, and yeah, fuck that. That seems like a terrible waste of time. But it was a cool concept of art for my brain to go out with. Or maybe they were definitely hexagons. I know my hexagons. They tessellate well. Yeah. I know I need to get up and go like have some coffee and shit. Even though it's 6:30. God, I just makes you feel like a little bit of a scummy man. You know, waking up this late makes you feel like a little bit of a waste of air. Waste of oxygen. But then I remember, I don't know what is shit. I do what I need to do. Fuck you if you don't fuck with me. I'm here for no reason. And if I want to sleep all day, just to spite life itself, then I will live my unlife as much as I have to. I'm gonna turn the light on now. We all did a lot, aren't they? I woke up at like 2:30, that's the thing. I woke up at 2:30 today, and I was considering getting up. Like, I checked my phone and shit. Give me a second to put my phone on charge, because filming takes a lot of battery for some reason. There we go. As I was saying, I woke up at about 2:30 p.m. and I like checked my phone, I looked around, and I almost woke up. I almost got up. I was almost like, yeah, fuck it, I guess I may as well just be awake now. But then I went back to sleep, like an idiot, and now it's 6. I could have gone up, I could have relatively fixed my sleep cycle, but instead I went back to sleep, and now I'm here in the bed doing loads of yawns for some reason. Oh god, I drank so much boxed wine yesterday. It was terrible. So much boxed wine, man. This was an awful idea. I should never have bought that box of wine. It's killing me. It's tearing me apart. You want to see something cool? You ever seen The Matrix? We turn my computer on. No? There we go. Look at that. Oh, how cool is that, man? Yeah, I turned on verbose boot mode. It does literally nothing, but it looks really cool. I get to feel like an elite hacker wherever I turn my computer on, even though it's entirely pointless. It does look cool. Let me take my brain pill. I need the motivation to go vertical. I need to change my plane of existence from horizontal to vertical, but I have no motivation power to do so. If you're watching this right now, use your psychic powers to send me some motivation in the past. I'm gonna receive them right now. Okay, you ready? Close your eyes and send me motivation. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm receiving the motivation from the future. I can feel it flooding my membranes. I sat up in bed. Thank you very much for sending me your motivation. That was all you. That was all you guys. I did nothing. I wonder how long this video is gonna be. Every time I start recording, I'm like, I'll just record like a 5-minute thing. I look at the time and it's been like 20 minutes. I mean, this time has been 10 minutes. And what have I even said? I just talked about dreams, huh? Just lots of yawning. So much yawning. It's abhorrent. It's abhorrent. What did I say I was going to do? Take my brain pills. Where is my brain pills? That's the more poignant question right now. Got my brain pills right here, mate. 15 milligrams of sertraline. Let me take it just right now. I wonder if I have any water to wash it down. I do. That's good. You know what? Now that I'm a little more awake, I can judge myself. And I'm not that hungover, surprisingly. Miraculously. Oh. What boxed wine do I have left? Let's find out. Let's stick my hand through the top and feel the little chamber inside. Well, this is mostly empty. I've already had enough for one more night of madness. I'm not sure drinking this much is good for a person. Yeah. Starting to regret becoming an alcoholic. No, I'm not. I just have times, I've explained this many times in the vlog. I have periods where I drink like every day and I'm like, get scared that I'm becoming an alcoholic. And suddenly one day I'll just like, no longer, I'll just be like, no, I don't really feel like drinking today. And then I'll go like a month without drinking at all, and then I'll come back. It's like a cycle, which is probably not good, but it's better than just constantly being drinking, right? Right, guys? Right? Can you see Hachicuji Mayoi in the distance over there? Hell yeah. I need to explain. I've been wanting to make a video where I take that poster and I try and explain it to my mum for the cringe lols, as they say, just for the epic cringe lols. But I haven't. I think that might be too much. I think that might be too much even for me. My mum's already disappointed enough in my life choices. She doesn't need to know about Monogatari. Another yawn, seriously? Wow, it's impressive. Alright, I'm gonna make some coffee now, I guess. I wonder when I'll edit this video together. You know what? I bet I have enough footage to do it today. I'm sure I do. You know what? I'll import all the footage, and then I'll see how long it is. That's a good idea. I'm a genius. I'll probably edit this together today, which means I probably need some sort of ending. How am I gonna end this? Where can I connect? Where? With your boy, Hell yeah. if you don't get that reference, I just you just probably sound like a retard. But I'm hoping you do get that reference. Uh. Oh my god, another yawn, are you serious? So many yawns. What does it mean? What does it mean, man? What does it mean? I'm gonna actually get up now. Bye-bye. You know, I'm starting to get genuinely fucking annoyed that no one seems to understand the intellectual complexities of Yuri Yuri. The greatest anime I ever made. Yuri Yuri. The greatest anime. No one understands it. No one understands the intellectual complexities, the deep philosophical statements, and why it's the greatest show. No one gets it. It's probably because none of you have a brain larger than 2 centimeters cubed. That's most likely why. Measure your brain, or 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. That's about the rough size of your brain. Approximately 3 brain cells in there. Approximately 3. And that's why you don't understand the genius that is Akarin. Hi! Yuri Yuri Hajimario. George Machi Kyukakusei. Ichimori Sai Hajo Machi Although, you know, I'm not gonna lie, the theme tune for the second season of Yuri Yuri is slightly better than the first season of Yuri Yuri. Let me look it up. Yuri OP. This is the first one, but I actually want the second one. Wait, this is the one I already watched. I already was just singing. Let's do the first one. How does this sound? No. Oh, there we go. Ah, yeah, that's it. But the second season is better. What's this? Oh shit. It's the Yuyushiki OP. I fucking love this. God, I love fucking Yuyushiki. Any anime with a U in its name is just amazing. God, Yushki is so good. I really wish I was in a data processing club with a bunch of lesbians. I bet I have it downloaded on this computer. Oh, I do as well. Let's watch episode 3. Here we go. There we go. Is this the beach episode? Let's find out. No. Yes? Perhaps? It's the summer episode. It's so good. Oh, the OP. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. We're back again singing the same song I was just singing. God, look how high quality this fucking shit is. Never seen anime this high quality in my life. Let's skip the OP. Oh, it is the beach episode. Oh, you gotta notice a key change in this song. God, the girls are so... Look at them. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Gosh, they know what they're doing. Don't tell me they don't. They 100% know what they're doing. Yeah, I told you it was the fucking beach episode, although it's actually a pool episode, but, I mean, come on. They know what they're doing. Tell me they don't know what they're doing. Tell me. I'm so tempted to watch this, but, I might. Look at that CG water. Looks like Minecraft. That's actually some pretty decent animation. What? Are you kidding me? That's all we get? That's all we get of them in bikinis? I hate this fucking show. Okay, we get more, hopefully. There we go. Okay, I'm happy now. Hopefully I don't get copyright stroke if I just show the corner. There's a... Oh, man. They get along so well. Look at her, man. That's the cutest motherfucking person. Look at her eyes. They're so big. About casually sipping wine, it's very strange. It constantly seems to keep me next to fucked, but never tips me over the edge. So, but now it's 4 a.m, so it's time to get, like... See, I'm always kind of worried about getting too drunk before... Like, too drunk too early, because then you crash before you go to sleep, and it's just terrible for everyone involved. So, normally I end up just, like, not doing it. Like, right now, I've probably had, like, 5-6 glasses of wine, but spread out over many hours. Spread out over, like, 4 hours. So, I'm, like, completely fine, basically. I mean, I'm a little tipsy, but definitely not drunk at all. And I've been drinking plenty of fluids and eating food and stuff, so I'm, like, well, you know, I mean, it goes up and down, but, generally fine. How am I... It's not possible to do this with one hand. It's impossible. I'm gonna have to put this phone down here. I've used way more of this boxed wine than I was anticipating using at this point. So, I'm considering next boxed wine I'm gonna buy might have to be a higher percentage, because this 12% just doesn't do it. It doesn't get you there. But anyway, bottoms up, I guess, if I'm trying to get fucked. This is what you gotta do out here, right? God, that is unpleasant. That is not an enjoyable activity, I must say. You know, one day I want to get a really big jug and just empty out an entire box of wine into it and then just drink from that. Just for pure aesthetic purposes. I've still got the aftertaste of that in my mouth. It's not enjoyable at all. It's really not good. When you're sipping, it's fine. You've already seen my review. There's so much of it, it's great. Alright, let's get one more. Alright, that should be good. The flow is starting to slow down from this bottle of wine, which means I've almost run out. But it's lasted me a couple days, so that's good. Oh god, I'm gonna become an alcoholic, aren't I? I'm okay with this. I'd rather I was more of a cool drug addict. Like, you know, there's cool alcoholics, but there's also not cool alcoholics, you know? I would rather be addicted to heroin than alcohol. It's definitely got a much stronger aesthetic to it. Oh well, it's not as bad as being a cokehead. I don't like the coke aesthetic at all. I do quite enjoy the like meth head aesthetic though. That's a good one. I could be a meth head if I needed to be. If my life depended on it, sure, why not, you know? Just gotta do what you gotta do out here. Yeah. That's basically my philosophy in life. Do what you gotta do. What's this? Amnesia Scanner. Another Life. Let's give this album a listen. Oh, this is track 3. It starts on track 3. Okay. We got some, like, bells. I feel like I've heard this before. Yeah, this bangs pretty fucking hard. It sounds like something I would make, to be perfectly honest. Like the, This is very me. This is very me-core. Except that it's not energetic enough to be me-core. Everything I make has to be ridiculously energetic and fast for no reason. Let's listen to another track. This is pretty decent. But I feel like listening to some Dream Crusher right now. I wonder why. I haven't actually heard this. Oh, it's just one song. And I can't listen to it, I have to buy it. Fuck you, Dream Crusher. Why would you do that? Why would you make me have to buy... Are you serious? I can't listen to any of your music unless I buy it. That's terrible. Fuck you. I respected you. Alright, I'm just gonna have to listen. He's changed them all, so you have to buy it for 10. Are you fucking serious? Hackers, all of them hackers, is $10. Buy digital discography, $250 for the whole... That... I had respect for Dream Crusher. I've lost all of that respect now. I'm really sorry. You know what? Like, I fuck with his music and everything heavily, but, well, their music heavily, but, oh no, charging that much for that, it's not, I hate to say it. You know I hate to say it. You know I hate to bring this out. You know I fucking hate doing this, but, it's not very punk of him. It's not very punk of him to do that. It's not very punk of him to do that. Can I listen to any of it without paying on Bandcamp? No, right? That is awful. That is just terrible. Fuck you, Dream Crusher. Come on, I thought you were cool. Go on nothankyou.bandcamp.com. See, it's all free to listen to and download, because I'm a cool boy. I'm gonna listen to my own album right now. Hey, 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 hey. Go, what? Oh, yo, gay 3-4. Why am I so good at making music? Why is instrumentality such a fucking incredible song? Why is everything I do amazing? So spoilers, kind of, but I might as well just say it, even though it's spoilers. I've decided to just work on a straight up digital hardcore EP. I don't know how I'm gonna release it or what. It may just end up on Patreon. I have no idea better. Working on like a simple digital hardcore. Like I've basically finished this song except for vocals, and it's only like 7 tracks. Right, 3 of these are duplicate. This is all bass with various, like, to make it sound full, like various different effects and stuff. So this is just duplications of the same track. So really 5 tracks. This is and these are all drums. So this is a bass. So really just like, I mean, if you break it down, it's just 3 instruments, right? Just really raw, simple digital hardcore. I just want to bring it back, you know. I just want to bring my shit back. 90s style, got my arm end breaks going on here. Let me turn my headphones out so you can hear it. Hopefully this isn't ridiculously loud. Just like... People might think I chopped up the sample and did it myself, but I've actually got it in a sampler to give me more control. Yeah, then got a little bit of and then I've got like a more realistic drum kit, but it's got no bass in it because the bass is taken care of by this other track, and I've got this super saw lead with some distortions and edits on it. Yeah, that sounds fucking sick. And then the rest is also a bass guitar, but with like some various pitch effects. It's gonna sound so good once I get some fucking vocals on that shit. Oh my god. If only I didn't make all my music at like 4 AM, then I'd be able to record vocals. But I have to wait till there's some time in the daytime when I can actually record some vocals for this, because obviously it's got to be shouty. I'm thinking 4-track EP maybe. I'll just see what happens, you know. Maybe I'll get some features on it. That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Donate to my Patreon. Yeah, I've put some cool stuff on my Patreon. This post-cluster song, pretty good. This post-dubstep song, pretty good. This Cop Killer Saurus Rex song, pretty good. I don't even remember how it goes. Oh yeah, I remember now. Fucking on your bitch, you slut. Hey. Yeah. We got all sorts of shit going on out here, motherfucker. I'm still not drunk enough. This is absurd. Whoa. I accidentally inhaled. Inhaled. Why did I do that? It was a terrible mistake. That is not something you want to do. Fun fact, don't inhale alcohol. Oh my god. I feel like I've been vaping so much today, but for some reason I'm just not satisfied. It's just never, there's not enough nicotine in the fucking universe to satisfy me. There exists not enough nicotine in the entire world to satisfy my cravings. Like, this is, like, we've gone up to 12, I must be so ridiculously nicotine addicted at this point. Like, this is 12 milligrams, that's like twice as much as is in a cigarette, if you just vape the equivalent amount. Cigarette is about 7 milligrams of nicotine. Milligrams per milliliter. That's what I'm talking about. So this is almost twice as much as a cigarette. And I'm just vaping constantly. so great. But also, since I guess I'm probably vaping more recently because I'm coming off of sertraline, Zoloft. As you can see, I was on 100 milligrams, now I'm on 50. Oh shit, I hope this doesn't have my name on it. No, it doesn't on this side. Good. Yeah. Now I'm on 50 milligrams of sertraline. You're supposed to go a little slower than I'm doing. You're supposed to go, to cut down, you're supposed to go take 100 one day, then 50 the next day. But I'm doing it faster, so I went straight from 100 to 50. I've noticed very few side effects, really, except I'm starting to feel like I actually feel a little bit of critical thought going on in my head recently, which is pretty nice, pretty crazy. So I'm gonna take 50 for a week and then just stop completely, or maybe I'll do one day on, one day off. I don't know. It depends. I'll try doing like just going completely nothing, and if I get crazy withdrawals, which is very possible, I'll go one day on, one day off for a week, and then just go straight quit. You'll see how that goes. What day? What's the? Is it it's Saturday, right? No, it's Wednesday. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I was like, it's Saturday, yeah, for sure. Nope, it's completely not Saturday at all. Yeah, I got like a week to go until I can stop. There's nothing quite like nicotine in this world. I've tried many drugs. Nothing quite gets the same. Nicotine has this sort of, like, people like to say nicotine's not even psychoactive. I completely disagree with that. There's something to it. There's definitely something to it. Motherfuckers don't even know. There's something to it for sure. Or I can see myself in the reflection of my computer, so I can see that I'm framed up properly. That's nice. Oh yeah, motherfucker. I have no idea how this hairstyle is gonna look with a beard, so I'm gonna grow my beard out and see how it looks. All the birds. There's been a lot of birds in this time of day. My moss is not doing well. I actually properly checked on my moss today. It's quite dead. Some of it is more dead than others, but I'm hoping it survives. But if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. Moss is pretty abundant. Moss is pretty abundant. Yeah. I've gone inside my head now. I'm all inside my head. I've got all sorts of meta thoughts. I haven't had these for a while. I'm in the meta hole right now. Whoa, look, it's upside down. How crazy is that? In the meta hole. I'm all in there. I can sense every thought that I'm having. That's fucked. I don't want to do this. Oh no. I wonder if this is because of the sertraline. It could well be. Could well be. You like this Dutch angle? How Dutch can I make it? Whoa, we're so Dutch right now. We're so Dutch. We're so Deutsch. Holy shit. It's fucking summer, man. Look at my cut off t-shirt, bitch. Look at my nipples, bitch. Look at my fucking cut off t-shirt, bitch. Got cuts all the way down. Just cut the sleeves off of this I Hate God t-shirt. Hell fucking yeah. Fuck sleeves. Sleeves are fascist. What do you think about my new moustache? I think it's pretty good. Call it a cyber mustache. Call it a cyber mustache. I call it that, but ain't no one understand. Let me build my pillows up so I can sit down. Get my fucking pillows. Oh yeah. more sitting down and shit. God, these pillows are so great. I got some new pillows recently, and they're so firm and great. Pretty expensive. They're pretty expensive, but it's all worth it. Oh man. Back problems? I never even heard of you. This is ridiculous. Back when I was at my dad's place, I had a proper gaming chair. Yeah, I had a gaming chair. Believe it or not. It wasn't one of those proper... It was like a knockoff brand gaming chair, but it was still a proper gaming chair. Like, it looked like a gaming chair looks. It had that little pillow for your lumbar support and shit. And it you know, it looked like it did. And I had terrible back problems there. And I was like, that's entirely the reason I bought it, in fact, because I didn't used to, but then I bought one. And it was really expensive. And it wasn't that expensive, but it was more expensive than any chair I've ever bought before. And it was expensive for a chair. It was like supposed to be really good, and I had back problems. I was like, fuck. And ever since I moved here, I don't even have a chair anymore. I just sit on a bunch of pillows, and I'm completely fine. All of them, I know I had back problems since I moved here. All like my sometimes a very slight amount, but almost none. What? How is that even possible? Have I just developed more strength in my back, in my like muscles, my core, or something? Or is it just that the entire industry is just a complete scam, and if you sit like this, you're completely fine? I wonder which one it is. Who could possibly know? Not me, that's for sure. I kind of feel like having a cigarette right now. I have some in my jacket right there. Actually, they're not. They're in my bag, now that I think about it. Down there. Down there. Down there. Down there. Down there. But I'm not going to, because that'd be bad. It's bad for your lungs, man. I should watch some House MD. Maybe I will. Let me see. Let me look at my YouTube subscription and see if there's anything I can watch. YouTube. Let me take a little look. See. ASMR, Zen Huxtable, Lao Shu. I've watched that already. More ASMR. Tier lists. I thought the tier list thing was dead. I've watched all of these. Let me go on my watch later, see if I got anything. Oh, I got loads. There's Harsh Noise, Pain Slut video, The Purpose of Creation. I'm gonna listen to The Purpose of Creation right now. How's my battery doing? I got some. Harsh Noise, Pain Slut. I should be better. If I just put enough effort into my videos, I could probably be a lot better than I currently am. Does it sound like I'm mocking him? I'm just trying to do an American accent. Let's listen to this. Live reaction. Here we go. Last video, very good. Solid. If you haven't already checked out Princess Plunderphonics on YouTube, go do it. Even if you're not into the PCP, you should probably watch his latest PCP video. It's really good. It's one of the better YouTube videos I've actually seen lately. Let's listen to this video and see what happens. I'm at 1 minute and 12 seconds right now, if you want to sync up your video. Yeah, I relate to that. I don't know about this should and shouldn't with regards to art, but I understand. I don't think you should force it though. I think that should just be your natural reaction, you know. But I definitely relate to having to constantly remind yourself, remind my mind. Imagine writing a video. Imagine being like, okay, I want to make a video, and then like I was sitting down and just typing. That's not a video. That's words. That's stupid. It should not matter if it's good or not. I agree with that. I'm sure you do as well, because nothing in this channel is good, and you watch it. I have a YouTube. This is crazy. I actually genuinely have a YouTube channel, and I'm like making videos on my YouTube. That's crazy. People watch this. Like, I'm just sitting here in my bedroom, just ranting into a camera, and probably like at least like 70 people maybe if this video does well, which is not actually well because I'm not trying to get views, but 70, at very least like 30 people. 30 people. That's like, whoa. It's crazy. Imagine what it's like to be like PewDiePie or something, get like 2-3 million views a video. Million. That's fucking nuts. That's more than a lot of countries. That's insane. Look at this motherfucker. This is Liz Key. I don't know how to pronounce this. If you can pronounce that, then I'm proud of you, but I can't. There is absolutely no way this is not a fucking view bot. No one with 4.8 mil subscribers. That's not that bad, but still, this is nuts. This was only posted today, and it has almost 3 million views. I don't know about that. That seems a little view bot-y to me. That seems a little dodgy to me. Like, I'm subscribed to a lot of people with millions of subscribers. Very few of them get 2.9, almost 3 million views in a day. That seems a little suspicious to me. Especially for a channel that is run by the Chinese government. I'm a little suspicious of that. I feel like it's only a matter of time until YouTube gets called out for having this channel like verified and shit. It's only a matter of time. They're probably real. I don't think they're actually view bots. I think they're just like, I think they're real views. They're probably just like a click farm. I believe that's what it's called, a click farm. I haven't actually finished that video. Let me get back to where I was. I was like here. God, I love Minecraft. I don't actually, the game is like good, but Minecraft YouTubers is just the best thing ever. Oh my god. I've got all sorts of cuts in my mouth. My mouth is just fucked right now. Check it out. I got a cut right there, which was like some sort of like ulcer or something. Yeah, I got like receding gums up there and down there and up here. That are like a little fucked. This one's the worst down here. But yeah, this cut is rather annoying, and I got a scar in here which I can feel. Right in there, which you probably can't see, but I can feel it in my mouth because I think it's because I chew it while I'm asleep. I've had that since I was quite young. There's always been a little weird bit of scar tissue. I've been recording for 28 minutes? That can't be right. What the fuck? Fuck you. Alright, I guess that means I can stop recording now. This little mouth pain, like the little cut on my gums, it's actually on the inside of my lip and it's not quite on my gums. It's like right at the bottom where the gums and the inside of the lip meet on the bottom. Very annoying. I need to stop thinking about it. When I stop thinking about it, I don't notice it that much. But since I start thinking about it, I notice it, and it's very annoying. I'm gonna stop recording now because this is ridiculous. Got done making a new Patreon track. Actually, let me point the camera towards me, like a real YouTuber. Just got done making a new Patreon track. Out now. Patreon.com/no thank you, all 1 word, ideos and zeros. You know how it is. 5 new tracks every week, exclusive to Patreon. Only $1 a month or whatever. The minimum amount you can possibly Patreon. You get access to everything. So, hey, I don't like shilling myself that much, but you know, it's genuinely, I feel like people are missing out because some of the tracks I put on Patreon, some of my favorites I've ever made, but they're just like, I normally put the like the really experimental stuff on there. So some of them are my favorite tracks I've ever made, but they never end up on any other releases, and no one, people who don't Patreon don't hear them, which is a shame because I want as many people to hear my music as possible. But I need some way to make some money, so I keep it as cheap as possible. Only $1 a month to get all the music. If you want, up to you. I'm not, you know, it's cool. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, welcome to No Thank You's boxed wine reviews. Today I have this fair trade Chilean red blend, co-op owned brand. There was a it's 12% alcohol volume and 3 liters. Now there was in fact a stronger one that was 14% alcohol volume and cheaper. However, it was I believe only 2 liters. So I decided to go with this one in the end, which is probably I think it's a better value for money. I'm not entirely sure. So let's pour one out. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna film this. I'm gonna try propping it up against this. Will that work? Yeah, I think that will work. Alright, let's give this a shot. Oh, why is this not? How does this work? This is some sort of... Whoa, fuck. This is some sort of complicated mechanism. There's a cap on it, that's why. That's some clever design choices. Okay, let's try this again. Hope you can see it. Okay, got a cup. Well, it's got this red, very dark red flavor. I mean, not flavor, color to it. It could be the partly to do with the cup I'm putting it in, but very dark red. I'm expecting a lot of tannins in this wine. Let's give it a little sniff. Doesn't smell super strong. Getting quite a lot of smell of getting notes of wine and a little bit of a couple bits of wine in there, and yeah, it smells a bit like wine. So I think it might be wine. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it a taste. Here you go. First impressions. This is the first time I bought this one, by the way. Not bad. Definitely far from the best red wine I've ever tasted. But it's drinkable. Surprisingly so, in fact. Normally these boxed wines are really disgusting. I normally get the white wine variety. It definitely tastes grapey. Tastes grapey. Oh, that wasn't a good sip. Yeah, as I'm getting deeper into this, the taste is coming a little more, tastes a bit like chemicals, a little bit like drain cleaner, little notes of drain cleaner, yeah. That sip wasn't so bad. It's pretty chuggable. Oh, a little bit of a bleachy aftertaste there. Ooh, that is not good. It's not nice. But It's not so bad if you sip it. Sadly, that's not the point of boxed wine, but chugging it like that, you really get a lot of those fucked up, give you problems type of taste. Yeah, a little bit of it tastes a little bit like fucked up, give you problems kind of taste, which is, to be fair, kind of what you'd expect from boxed wine in the first place. I think I'm gonna need another cup just to really understand the flavor in its fullest. So let's pull one out for Biggie. Oh, look at that frothy foam. It's like a nice cappuccino type foam on there. That is not what a wine should look like. This is really not what red wine should ever look like. Let's give it a sip. See, if you just take a sip, like, it's not too bad. It actually tastes quite watery when you just take a sip. Like, that's easy. That goes down surprisingly easily. But if you chug it, it gets a bit harsher. It's now summer, so I've had to break out the fan. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. I can't believe I've had to do this. Disgusting. I hate fans. That's not true. I actually quite enjoy having a fan out. It's quite nice to sleep with a fan on. I know it's kind of a fire hazard and a waste of electricity, but the sound is very relaxing. Lulls you to sleep. What other man got crumpets on toast on his wall? What other man got that? No other man got that. Okay, so let's give this one final taste test, and I'll come back with my final results. You know what? Overall, I'm gonna give this wine, for boxed wine, I think this is a 7.5, maybe even a 7.6. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna give this a 7.6. Fair trade Chilean red blend. 7.6 for sipping flavor. For chugging flavor, probably a bit lower than that. Maybe just a 6. Let me think. Chugging flavor, it's not good. I give it a flat 6 for chugging. Like, it's just bearable. I've had worse boxed wines in the past, but it's not ideal at all. Maybe even like a 5.7 or something. It's not nice to chug. It's mostly the aftertaste. When you chug it, the aftertaste comes out a lot stronger, which is not desirable with anything that tastes like this. Definitely get a little bit of those drain cleaner, fuck you up type vibes from it. But for sipping, surprisingly, does surprisingly well. Yeah, that's like I'm completely happy with that. Just sipping that like that. Yeah, not bad. So the first cup's gonna be a struggle, but then after that, when I'm sipping, it tends to be fine. And pretty decent value for money as well. Not that expensive. I can't remember exactly how much it cost actually, but it was not bad for 3 liters of wine. In terms of the buzz I'm getting, only just starting to feel a little buzz. Obviously, I just had 1 cup, so it's kind of hard to tell. Feeling a little, it's 12%. It's what you would expect from chugging a cup of wine real quick. It's nothing special, nothing impressive really. It's only 12%, so not crazy strong. Not like I'm gonna be getting trashed immediately off of this stuff, which is fine. Probably good for me, in fact. But I feel like this would be a good wine to keep me on a level throughout the day. I can just be sipping all day, giving myself fucking liver problems, and just fucking my liver up throughout the day. I think that's all you need to do out here in the streets. Anyway, I've been No Thank You, and that's been No Thank You's boxed wine reviews. Come back in the next episode where I'll be reviewing another boxed wine. Hopefully I don't dox myself too hard here, but just an interesting fact, there seems to be some sort of pigeon party going on in that little bush over there. I think it might be a nest of some kind. they're really just hanging out in that bush. You can only really see one of them right now, but there's at least 3, I think maybe 4, just chilling in that bush. I think that's pretty cool. Pigeons are actually rock doves, if you didn't know. It's pretty sick. You can definitely see one of them. It's kind of hard to make out the others on camera. Oh, he's off. Oh no, he's just, you see, he's ended up in a different place. But they've definitely got something going on in that little thing, that little spot right there, that little nest. I'm assuming it's a nest. How's my pizza doing? Let's find out. Gotta dodge the heat. Looks okay to me. Needs longer though. Maybe I'll turn the temperature up a little bit. That's basically all I wanted to do, was just show you guys the fucking pigeon nest. Pigeons are sick. Pigeons are underrated. People say they're like flying rats. Nah, they're literally doves. If you see a white pigeon, it's like a sign of beauty and peace and whatever. If you see a black pigeon, it's like dirty and disgusting. They're the same fucking animal. Doesn't make a difference. It's pretty much entirely just different colors of their feathers. They're not even a different species. Rock doves, aka pigeons, they used to hang out on like seaside cliff faces, which is why they're black, why they're that color, because they blend into the rocks. If it makes sense, as soon as you start looking at them like that, you realize, oh yeah, that pattern is made to like look like rock, basically rock face, and they'd make their nests in rocks, which is why it's interesting that they've made their nests in a bush, because normally they make their nests in like solid buildings and stuff. I guess bushes isn't that weird, but yeah, they used to chill out there, and then cities came along, and turns out that black color and ability to scavenge was very helpful for hanging around human cities and being around humans. And so they just sort of migrated into the cities. People often talk about how humans destroy animals, but they don't necessarily pay attention to the times when animals' adaptations are actually really well suited for dealing with human cities. And pigeons are one of them. Pigeons didn't used to be that common. They just were rock doves. And now they're fucking everywhere. Are you kidding me? Another spider? I just killed a spider there yesterday. I'm gonna have to kill that motherfucker as well. Yeah, I fuck with pigeons because they're kind of like, they're the working class. They're the working class of birds. They're the birdletariat. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on. The birdletariat. Pigeons, aka the birdletariat, are just fucking chilling. They are kind of dirty and do have parasites in them, but we all got a couple parasites. It's fine. So you probably saw if you watched the beginning of the last video, but I had my first ever like proper like incorrect copyright claim that was held under fair use, and it's gonna be fine because like if they, I just re-uploaded the video without the clip, so it's not a big deal, but I did dispute it and stuff. But I just wanted to mention, since I don't give a fuck about YouTube's rules and shit, it's not unlikely that at some point my channel gets like taken offline or something. So I would just like to remind you to go subscribe to my streaming channel, because if my channel ever does go down, that's where I'm gonna be uploading stuff. That'll be my replacement. So go subscribe to my streaming channel. I'll leave a link in the description. Also, I stream pretty regularly, but you can always turn off notifications and shit if you don't want to see those. But yeah, if my channel ever does get taken down, that's where I'll probably be uploading shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Do that thing. When I was a kid, my mum bought me a Sherlock Holmes omnibus book. It was a thick hardcover book with basically every Sherlock Holmes story that Arthur Conan Doyle wrote. as far as I think it was every single one. It may have only gone until the Reichenbach Falls. I don't remember, but I read all of them and I fucking loved them as a kid. I read them multiple times. It was like my favorite shit. I still love Sherlock Holmes. I haven't reread it since I was a kid, but you know, it's famous for a reason. It's good shit. If you've never read any of the original Sherlock Holmes, which a lot of people haven't, because, you know, it's old stuff. It's not postmodern, but it's fucking worth reading. It's good shit. Okay, it's good shit. So, you know, ever since then I've just needed my fix of Sherlock Holmes stuff. Like, it's not just murder mysteries. It's not just mysteries. Because, like, I read an Agatha Christie book. I actually don't remember which one it was. And it's not the same. Because it's Sherlock's character that I relate to. It's the particular dynamic there with him that I can fuck with. The autism that he has. So ever since then I've been looking for my fix, you know? Just like Sherlock Holmes looking for his fix. Because he's a drug addict, you get it? It's funny. I'm a funny man. I'm clever. Probably because I just enjoy finding out how things work. Probably why I was so interested in physics as a kid. Trying to understand how the universe works. Why I got into doing magic tricks, because I wanted to understand how that sort of stuff worked. How perception and psychology worked in order to deceive. And, you know, I've just been looking for something that can possibly replace it. So, the first thing I found, pretty obvious, is the Sherlock TV show, the BBC Sherlock TV show. When it was first airing, super into it, watched every episode when it aired, up until the last episode of the last season, by which point, by the time it was season 4, I'd already kind of grown a little bored. Like, I didn't like most of season 4 at all, but the rest of the seasons I generally enjoyed at the time of watching them for the first time. I went back and rewatched it not that long ago. In fact, it was near enough in the past that I actually vlogged some of it to put on this channel, but in the end it wasn't very interesting, so I never uploaded it. But yeah, and I didn't like it. I thought the first episode was kind of meh, and then like a little bit later was like the first season was kind of like a meh, but then after that it went to actually being bad. Like the second season was I dropped it because it was just so cringe and blue pilled. Yeah, I didn't somehow. It confuses me as to how I ever really enjoyed it. I guess I was a kid, and that's. Well, I guess I was a teenager. For the same reason that people like watching Sword Art Online and seeing Kirito being overpowered, whatever. I enjoyed watching Sherlock being overpowered, whatever. It's the same sort of thing. But now I see straight through it, and it just seems like bullshit to me. Which is fine. It's okay not to like things. So what else is my fix? Well, I tried watching. After that, I was like, I need more Sherlock Holmes in my life that's good. So I've watched a few episodes of Elementary, which is an American version of the Sherlock Holmes story, but it's like a procedural police drama set in the modern day. And Sherlock is a woman or something. I don't remember. No. Is Sherlock a woman or is Watson a woman? I don't remember. One of them. I only watched one episode. I'm not super. Yeah, I'm gonna say this and then immediately contradict myself in a minute. But I'm normally not really a fan of the sort of American procedural drama type shows. I feel like they're. They like the style of storytelling just never captured my interest. My mom always watches like CSI and NCIS and Castle and all that sort of stuff. She's constantly watching those. Law and Order as well, big one. And I've been watching them. I've been watching her watch them since I was a kid, and I've never gotten into them. There's not even like a nostalgia factor. It's just never been appealing to me. So that wasn't it for me. And I went back and watched some of the really old Sherlock Holmes. Like they're not TV shows. They're like short. They're almost like short films, but they're basically direct adaptations of some of the stories. So it's not super interesting because I know exactly how everything pans out and like what the solution to the mystery is, which kind of ruins it. It's not super fun. I only actually rewatched two of them, or not rewatched, just watched. I think they're from the 40s. Maybe they're from early or later. I don't remember. But yeah, I think I watched A Scandal in Belgravia and something about I actually don't remember. Something Pearl. I forgot what it's called. Um, yeah, I mean they were pretty fine. They're very like the camera work is clear, like very obviously old fashioned with like a lot of long shots and like still cameras on a tripod and stuff because it's just a really heavy film camera that they can't really move easily. Very yeah, but mostly the problem is that I know how the stories go, so it's not super interesting to me. And I finally ended up at the bottom of the barrel, and here's where I contradict myself, what I said earlier. Because I'm watching House MD, and I've been watching House MD, and this is the problem that I'm currently facing. As I said before, I'm not. I'm not really into the American procedural drama type shit, but here I am watching House MD. If you House is very clearly based off of Sherlock, but the thing about House, it's hitting a spot that no other show I've ever watched has hit. Because half of the reason I enjoy House, here's the thing, is I don't enjoy House. Half of the reason is laughing at how bad it is. It's kind of like a Ghazi's Wing, The Room, Birdemic, Sharknado type of experience. Like, it's so badly done that's funny to me. Like, it's hilarious. It's one of the best comedies I've ever seen. But sometimes, like more often than I was expecting, the mysteries are pretty decent. Probably because they can pretty much pull out any fucking obscure disease out of their asses and use it to explain away the plot. Or they probably just have a hat full of obscure diseases, they pull one out and then make a fucking episode out of it. I don't know. Like the mysteries are just interesting enough to keep me watching till the end of the episode. And while I'm watching, the laughs are just funny enough to make me not be bored. Like the laughs is in laughing at how ridiculously stupid it is. Because the American TV shows are made for Americans to watch. And as we all know, Americans are incredibly stupid. Not this. That may sound like a derogatory thing, but I'm trying to say this in a factual sense, as in, whenever I watch something made for an American audience, it always feels like it's made for the lowest common denominator. It's rare that I find any. I mean, I guess that's true of any nationality actually. It's just more common with America because America produces more media. But it feels like America produces a lot of lowest common denominator media. Like, no matter how dumb you are, they always reinforce everything so that it's very hard to miss what's going on. Right? Which is kind of good for when you're just like, it's like 6 a.m., you've been drinking all night, and you just want to sit and watch something without having to put any mental effort into it. But it's also kind of funny. I mean, who would have ever been in that situation? That's how I watch House. And I don't know why, because I also kind of hate it. Like, I don't even like the way it's written at all. And sometimes it's funny how bad it is, but sometimes it's just like bad and just makes me, pardon the overused word, but just makes me cringe, like physically cringe, or sometimes it just makes me go like, I don't even know what the appropriate reaction is, but just baffled by the stupidity of the show. I mean, there's so many. Anyone could point out the many things wrong with House. If you want to know, watch some. There's like loads of videos on YouTube of real doctors reacting to episodes of House. That's always a funny one to watch. That's actually how I got into my current phase of watching House. But the other thing that kind of carries it is it's similar to Star Trek. Even a bad episode of Star Trek, I'm talking about Next Generation here. Even a bad episode of Next Generation, I'll watch it all the way through, just because I think that Patrick Stewart can basically carry anything, and I will sit through a mediocre episode just to watch him act as that character, because he's just an entertaining person and just a commanding presence. What's his name? I want to say Hugh Laurie. Is that the right guy? Is it Hugh Laurie? I think it's Hugh Laurie. I might be thinking of someone else though. I think it's Hugh Laurie. I could be wrong. Whoever plays House, he has a similar thing, although like to a much, much, much lesser degree. He is actually a pretty good actor, surprisingly, but the writing for the character is what lets it down. The writing is far, far worse than anything in like Star Trek. It but it's that dichotomy produces comedy in my eyes, at least. It's funny to me. I don't know. This is a very strange way of watching a TV show. It's an experience I've never really had before, because I normally try and watch good things. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but oh, I'm yawning so much. Oh, it's like almost 7 a.m. That'll be why. I didn't sleep that well last night. Got woken up. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. That Brockhampton song, Keep a Gold Chain on My Neck, Fly as a Jet, Boy You Better Treat Me with Respect. It's like 2 years old. What the fuck? I remember singing along to that song when it first came out like it was yesterday. This might be the most real experience of like time trippiness of like, I remember that like it was just only yesterday type of experience I've ever had in my life. I genuinely feel like I feel like that album is a new, like Saturation 2, I believe it was. I don't remember. I feel like that's a new album. It still feels like a new album to me. And here's the weird thing, I'm not even like super into Brockhampton. It's just a random song that popped into my head today. That song is a banger. I'm not like the biggest Brockhampton fan in the world, but I think they have a few absolute bangers, that being one of them. And the melody popped into my head today, I'm not sure how, and I was reminded of it, and I went to look it up, and 2 years old! What the fuck? I remember it coming out and the hype around Brockhampton, and then the immediate letdown of everything going horribly wrong with their musical direction. I guess it was to be expected. Nothing good ever happens. Although there's good music coming out occasionally, which is weird. Like how it's pretty shocking to me that anyone has the. I guess that's not true actually. It's shocking isn't the right word. It's gratifying. It's that's not the right word. Motivating perhaps, to know that enough people are able to resist the pull or the current, the torrent of popular media to make like good art, and that there is like a steady drip feed of good art for me to listen to, like pretty much every month or so there's a new album that I will like find and be like, oh fuck, this is good as shit. At least every month, often more. Sometimes there'll be a month where there's nothing that great comes out, but you know, it's generally a pretty regular drip feed of good music that gets released outside of the mainstream. And even if a lot of it isn't super incredibly popular, even if some of it is just stuff that only I would really care about or whatever, like that gives me motivation, it gives me confidence, it gives me that, it just keeps me alive, knowing that there are at least like enough people out there that they can release a decent album once every month across the entire world to restore my faith in art. That's a lie. I have no faith in art. Yeah, fuck art. Man, this was all a terrible idea. Somewhat miraculously, it's still raining. The suns are slightly coming up now. Actually, more than slightly. I'd say it's up. I would call that up. Sure, you can hear the rain. It's actually raining harder than it was before. Maybe, oh fuck, shit, bitch. Maybe I can move some of my moss so it's a little more in the rain. Maybe it'll get some water. Hopefully it doesn't fall off the edge. Yeah. That should be good. I feel like half of this video is just me staring in silence at the rain outside. But it's a good view, it's nice. Let me stick my hand up there. Oh hell yeah. This is what it's like to be real. This is the closest you can get to feeling like a real person. Obviously, you can never really get there, but this is the closest you can get. Pretty nice. The water just falls from the sky. Isn't that crazy? You're just standing there and then water just falls from the sky. I can't even see it. Oh, I can see it now, a little bit. So if I can get a little further out. Yeah, it's fucking sick. And this is just sky water. This is just a little bit of sky water that I'm grabbing with my hand right now. That's sick. Look, see this in my hand? That's just like, this is just sky water. That probably came from like miles and miles away. Like evaporated and ended up in a cloud. I'm gonna lick it. It just tastes like pretty normal water to me, to be honest. That's just nuts. I wonder whether like some of that water probably came from the ocean, some of that water probably came from some lakes, like some of that water probably evaporated up through plants. It almost certainly, all of those things are true. Lakes, plants. Yeah, some people don't know this, but a lot of the rainwater is actually comes from plants. It's how, I'm not gonna explain it to you. Google it, bitch. But a lot of rainwater comes from plants, so some of that water was probably inside some sort of plant at some point. Maybe even some sort of like oak tree. Who knows? Who fucking knows? And I just licked it. So now I've just licked far away water. Could have come from anywhere. For all I know, it could have come from Spain. For all I know. Oh. Take a look at this. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Those are the remains of someone that tried to fuck with me. This spider tried to fuck with me. He was chill, and I was chill with him. Or her. I guess it was actually a her. We were chill. And then they tried to fuck with me. And this is what they are now. Okay? So let that serve as a lesson to all of you. Take a look at this. Let that serve as a lesson. This is what happens when you try to fuck with me. I ain't got no tolerance for that shit. I don't care. If you're a spider, if you're a human, if you're some sort of a creature. That's what happens. So that's what's gonna happen to you. You try and cross me, bitch. I can't stop watching clips. I've been watching clips of House MD on YouTube for ages, and I finally decided to watch some full episodes. It's bad. It's not very good, but I never thought it was good. Half of the fun comes from enjoying it as something that's not good, like laughing at it the same way you would watch like Ghazi's Wing or something. That's half of the fun. It's pretty much the perfect form of entertainment, to be honest. Very postmodern. Postmodern doesn't just mean anything like weird and complex and meta, you know? Like Ulysses, for example, or Ulysses? I don't know where the emphasis goes on that, which syllable. Ulysses? Ulysses? I don't know. I'm gonna say Ulysses. Like Ulysses, that's a modernist. That's a piece of modernist literature, not postmodern. Postmodern literature would be like Dead Leaves, or a heartbreaking work of staggering genius, or something. But Ulysses is modernist. I believe Slaughterhouse-5 would be classified as modernist. Like, all that sort of shit. This just goes to show that no one knows what they're talking about. People just say words, thinking they know what they mean. Like, whoa. Utena is like a postmodern... Utena is modernist as fuck, you fucking idiot. Utena is super modern. It doesn't mean it's not surreal or good, but Utena is a modernist piece of art, I think. There's elements of postmodernism, because you can't not have elements of postmodernism in a postmodern world. But like, compared to Evangelion, or I guess probably Monogatari series would be the best example of postmodern anime. Like, that's postmodern, and none of you even know. None of you could tell the difference, because it's all just nonsense. It's all just fucking bullshit, and you're fucking falling for it. My phone's fucking running out of battery, but I don't give a fuck. I just don't. If my phone dies, then my phone dies, and that's the end of the fucking video. That was pretty hard to turn on. I'd say that's a flaw with this. I kind of wish there was a switch to turn it on. To turn it on and off, you press the button 5 times, which I understand, because it's not going to activate by accident in your pocket, in theory, right? Because you have to press it 5 times, which is a very deliberate action. However, I kind of wish there was just a switch, because the time delay of pressing it 5 times is mildly annoying. I have to say, since I constantly am dropping this, it gets this sort of muddled texture, do you see? Like a sort of grungy, worn out texture. It looks fucking sick. I heavily fucks with it. I also have a white top, which I think is pretty cool. I really like the white top, the mix and match kind of style. I have some things I would like to say, but my phone's too low to actually say them, so I'm just gonna probably not say them at all. Just leave you guessing. It's like, you don't need to know. You don't need to know. I can just have the thoughts in my brain. You ever consider that? You ever consider just having thoughts and just having them be in your brain and not saying them out loud? Of course you haven't, you fucking idiot. You don't have to say them out loud, no one cares. You just have them be in your brain, you just think them in your brain, and no one else has to see them. Like, there's no way they're gonna give you any good input or anything. No one's ever good. But you can just have thoughts, it's not a problem. It's not. You see this colour, you hear those sounds and you see this colour. If this isn't your favourite time of day, honestly, get the fuck out of here. Just leave, because you're obviously a fucking pleb. It actually is colour corrected a little bit brighter than it is in real life. Or, I mean, white balance, exposure corrected? I guess exposure is the word I'm looking for. It's exposure corrected a little brighter than it is in real life. But the sun is just barely started to rise, I guess. The very morning. Just the perfect morning glow. The first of the birds are waking up. And it's honestly just so calm and peaceful. Because absolutely no one in their right mind is awake at this point. It's 4 a.m, almost on the dot. Absolutely no person in their right mind is awake at this time. You see that, like, there's people awake at like 3 a.m. and stuff, or like 2, 1, you know, a lot of people stay up till then. Even party goers may be awake till like 3 a.m. But around this time, it's just before the earliest of the day workers wake up, and it's just after the last of the night life people go to sleep. And honestly, this is when I thrive. If only my room were completely soundproof, I would make so much music at this point. It would be unbelievable. I mean, I still do, but I just have to limit it to purely electronic music, which is a little sad. Sometimes I can get away with some, like, quiet acoustic guitar lines, or maybe some quiet bass lines, but I can't really sing or shout, can't play loud guitar, can't play loud bass, which is a shame. But also, I'm a strong believer in the idea that creativity comes from limitations, and this is one of those cases where it's proven right, because I tend to think outside the box when I'm forced not to use any acoustic or real instruments. I end up making like some cool electronic stuff, and generally turns out pretty well. This is my inspiration right here. This is what it's all about, really. It's a little more still than I'd like it. If I could improve this view, it would be a lot more wind. Just to have the squeeze, like the trees swaying a little more. But also because it's summer now and it's fucking hot, because I've been playing video games and my computer's heated up my entire room, which is not ideal. Just listen to the peaceful sound of those birds. They know what's up. I know what's up. We know what's up. There's a mutual understanding between me and the birds. We don't really have to say anything to each other, but we just, you know when you like pass someone on the street that you like, or like you pass someone that you sort of recognize or something, and you just give like a little nod, just of mutual recognition, mutual respect. That's my relationship with these little lads. I'm like, yeah, what up? And they're like tweeting back at me. But I know they mean, hey, respect to you, no thank you, respect to you. That's what they're saying. I can guarantee it. Get a translator, Google Translate that shit, tell me I'm wrong. Yeah. It's actually, maybe it's just it's just my eyes have adjusted to the brightness. I was like, it's gotten lighter since I first looked out here. But, You know, I sit in a pitch black room. This is what I've been accustomed to, so probably took a little second for my eyes to adjust to the slightly brighter light. Is that how it works? I don't know how it works. I don't know how eyes work. I'm not an eyes expert. Not an eyes expert. I am an ice expert. I just broke my wrist. I got to ice it. Angry and bored is really what they fear. You know, they can deal with people who are angry as long as they keep them busy. You know, you can be as angry as you like, but if you have to spend most of your day at work and the rest of your day sleeping and what's the word? Having leisure time, which is just recuperation from the stress of work, basically, emotional and physical, and mental and wherever. Leisure time is just time spent recovering from being at work that you're allotted, right? So it doesn't matter if you're lazy because you don't have time, right? As long as you're not bored, as long as they keep you busy. If you're angry, it's fine because you're busy. You can't do anything. And if you're just bored but you're not angry, that's also fine. If you're bored but they've pumped you full of medical drugs and they're keeping you just mildly entertained enough that you don't feel the need to change anything. Or if you're bored but just you just accept that life has to be this way, or if you try and fill your boredom in ways that don't work, like consumerism and stuff like that, then everything's fine. Well, they don't want you to be as angry and bored, because when you're angry and bored, that's when you start to look outside yourself, and it's when you want things to change. And I'm angry and I'm bored as fuck. So, guess there's only one option left for me. You don't want to be angry and bored. Terrible things will happen. Who knows? Who knows? I just like observing, you know? These birds, they really know what's up. They really understand music, and they don't even do it because it sounds good. Well, they might, actually, I can't say. I haven't ever asked them. But maybe that would actually, that seems kind of likely, actually. I bet some of them are probably communication, like, calling for a mate, or warning off predators, or warning that there's predators nearby, or something like that, or telling them saying, hey, there's food here, or something like that, But I'm sure, like, listen. Tell me that some of those aren't just, like, being like, they're just doing it because it sounds fucking nice. They're just making music because it's fun. Same reason we make music. Tell me that's not true. Did you hear that? I don't know how well you can hear these bird sounds at all. You might not be able to hear it all because this mic is not exactly great, but that song just happened. I can guarantee you that was just that bird fucking around, just having fun. For sure. Yeah, these guys are chill. That's how I acknowledge them. They probably don't understand me, but that's fine. I don't understand them either. Understanding is overrated. You don't need to, since understanding is a false god. It's a futile endeavor. You can never truly understand another person or anything, right? but we still manage to get along okay with a lot of people in general. Not always, and obviously, just like this is something people forget. Like, it's not possible to understand anyone, but we still manage to get along anyway. Counter argument, yeah, but many friendships end and many relationships end and people die and all that sort of stuff. Well, of course they do. Everything is transient. That has nothing to do with understanding. Even if, let's say, two humans were psychically linked, as long as death still existed, that link wouldn't last forever, right? Because one of them is going to die first. Perfect understanding doesn't require an infinite amount of time. It's fine. Even if me and my friend understand each other pretty well, and then after a while the friendship falls apart, that's fine. It has nothing to do with one has nothing to do with the other, you know? It's just, it is what it is. Sometimes things happen, whatever happens, happens. That's how it goes. Doesn't matter how fleeting it is, even if it's just a very brief moment of partial understanding. Like me and these birds right now. I can't claim I understand these birds, but you know what? I'm happy just not understanding. It's fine. You don't need to. You can make up your own meaning. Doesn't matter, because there's nothing to understand. And this moment will end, and it'll be fine. These birds aren't worrying about understanding me. Sure, they're pretty chill. They're probably having a good time. Why would I ruin my life by trying to understand them? It's the same with other people. When's the last time you saw a bird getting worried? When's the last time you saw a bird getting worried about the future, you know? When's the last time you saw a bird stressing? It very rarely happens, I'll tell you that much. Because they know. They're just fucking singing in the moment, just because of the act of doing it. It is what it is. They just do what it does, and the song doesn't last forever, and it's fine. Maybe it's meant to be understood by other members of the species, but for basically since time immemorial, humans have been interpreting birdsong, which is probably not its intended use, but it is what it is. So shouts out to you birds. You understand. They got so much variety in their sounds. Listen to that one. Oh, I see him. Oh no, that's the cat. That's Clifford. Let me zoom in. Do you see the cat? Hey, yo, Clifford. Come over here, mate. I think that's Clifford. Does he see me? Oh, fuck. You know what? He's probably hunting for birds. That is what cats do. I've got completely lost now. Can you even see him? Barely. It's just like an amorphous black shape. He's on the hunt. I can tell from the way he's moving. You can't really see it very well on camera. Cats are very good at hiding. And the bush is getting in the way. Oh, I've lost him. I don't know where he's gone. Unfortunately, Clifford can't get in through this window because there's all these plants in the way of the fence. Cats have mad skills, but I don't think even cats have enough skills to get up here. but they do sometimes make it into this house through a different window. Although my mum scared him off the other day, which is a shame. I want to befriend this cat, because I fucks with cats heavily. You may be wondering, how can you fuck with cats but also fuck with birds? You know, cats are some of the #1 bird killers in the world. Domestic cats kill more birds than any other cause, as far as I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just made that up. But I remember, maybe it's just one specific type of bird I'm talking about, but cats are really, really dangerous. Like, the amount of birds killed by domestic cats is very high. And it's not like they even eat them half the time, and the cats just do it because it's their instincts. But it's fine. It just is what it is. No, death is just a thing that happens. The cat's gonna die one day as well. Don't see the birds celebrating. I fucks with both of them. I'm down with all of them. They're all pretty chill. Yeah. So I've got this moss on my windowsill. I think it's mostly quite dead at this point. It's not doing so well, but that is just because it's summer, because the wild moss is also quite dead right now, like it kind of looks the same colour. I was very worried when I first saw that it was not green anymore, but when I've looked at other moss patches around, they seem to be in a similar state, so I don't think it's actually that much of a problem. I think it might just be fine. I mean, yeah, I don't know how dead it actually is, or how much of it is just like, I water it semi-regularly and stuff. Yeah, they're not doing so great right now, but this place gets a lot of sun, so hopefully they'll be okay in the end. Yeah, I think they probably will. Moss is a pretty hardy species, but there's also some pretty cool lichens out here on my window ledge. Don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, over here on this little patch, over here especially, there's some cool lichens, because there's a lot of sun out here, so they've done a lot of cool photosynthesizing done. And there's even a patch of natural growing moss over there, very small patch, but yeah. That guy's chill. I fuck with that little small patch of natural growing moss. Yeah, I really, lichens are really cool. I wish it was possible to keep lichens, but they just yearn to be free, you know, which is fine. I can relate to that. That's kind of why I like them. Yeah. That was the cat. I just saw it run off in the distance. Oh, there he is. He's spooked. Hey, Clifford. 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 Come over here, mate. I'm trying my best to show you, but this camera is not very good. Oh, hello. Come up here. I think he wants to go inside. I'm afraid I can't let you in, Clifford. I'm all the way up here. That's a shame. I'm trying to think about what that sound was. It sounded like a... I'm not sure if they have a cat flap or not downstairs. They do have a cat flap, so... Clifford probably just went inside downstairs. But that certainly sounded like a meow to me, right? That sound... I'll have to go back and listen to it, but this sounded like a meow, which makes me think that he saw me up here. Because cats do have very good eyes. And I mean, I was talking, so I'm sure Clifford probably saw me, because meows are, they're they only use meow. They only say meow to communicate with humans. They use different words to communicate with other cats. I've been randomly, one of those little things that I randomly research for like hours. Been getting into cat behavior and languages and stuff. Just went down a YouTube rabbit hole and a Wikipedia rabbit hole and stuff. That was pretty entertaining. I fuck with cat behavior. It's very cool. Because it's much like dogs, you can basically always tell what a dog is feeling just like intuitively. It's very easy. But cats, a lot of people find it kind of difficult to tell how cats are. But now I'm slowly learning. I'm also watching a Counter-Strike professional match right now, which is 4 hours of Counter-Strike matches in this video. Getting into pro esports is a pretty good investment if you just want to sink as much time as possible into watching things on the computer, because there's a lot of matches happening, and I don't watch that many, but occasionally when I feel the urge, I'll just, watch some Counter-Strike, and sometimes I'll learn some things for my own games, although it's not like I'm a tryhard in Counter-Strike. I don't particularly want to improve or anything, but I just play it as like a mindless thing to occupy my mind, so I can have my subconscious doing whatever it needs to do, and so I can have fun. I don't know if you've ever tuned into one of my Counter-Strike live streams, but I mostly just like fuck around. Try and go for like ridiculous shots and stuff, because just like on YouTube I don't really care about gaining subscribers. In Counter-Strike I don't really care about moving up the ranks. It's all just arbitrary bullshit that's made to make the company money. They want you to keep playing, so you'll buy more microtransactions, and the best way to keep you playing is to have some sort of sense of progression, and that's why they have the whole system of ranks, so people can compete and stuff, because it keeps them playing, Well, I've never bought, actually that's not true, I have bought in the past, but not since I came back to Counter-Strike from a long break have I bought a case, or a key for a case, or any other microtransactions. Sometimes you get given drops from if you just play for long enough, which is again just a way to. Anyway, it's all just trying to make them money. Same with YouTube. Same with basically anything. Just look around you. This is all just trying to make someone money. Pretty much everything is just trying to make someone money. So the best thing you can do is just misuse it in whatever way you see fit. It works pretty well, I guess. I mean, even if it doesn't have a crazy impact in the world, it's an enjoyable activity, It doesn't really have to make an impact. It's fine not to. In fact, I don't know. Sometimes not making an impact is its own thing, Yeah, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not, though. And when it's not, it's really not. But when it is, it's like you can if you want, Oh shit. See, I don't know if you heard that noise, but that was the same cat, but this time not talking to a person, and that's the sort of noises they make when they're either talking to another cat, or sometimes they make those sorts of noises. No one really knows why they do it, but sometimes they do it when they're like, they see prey, There's some people theorize that it's just the excitement. Some people theorize that it's to communicate if there's any other cats around that there's prey over here. Yeah, that's a fun one. It kind of sounds like speaking. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong though. I could be misinterpreting. Once again, understanding is overrated. But just getting a general gist, that's quite nice as well. I think general gists are underrated in life. Sometimes it's good just to have a general gist of things and to work the rest out in your own head, you know? I know. I definitely know. I'm like halfway between hungry and not hungry right now. I'm like, if someone handed me a McDonald's Beesburger, I'd probably eat it. No, I don't think I would actually. Maybe I would. If someone just handed it to me, I probably would eat it. But I wouldn't buy one myself. If someone handed it to me and was like, okay, now give me money to pay me back, I'd be like, nah, I'm good, you can have it. But if it was possible, I don't know. If someone if I could just summon a cheeseburger right now for free, like in my hand using magic, I don't think I'd do it. But if someone gave me a cheeseburger, I would probably eat it. I wonder why that is. Like the social pressure, maybe? Interesting. I have to do some thinking about that. How many strange decisions have I made in my life because of those sorts of influences? Neither of those were the right word. Whatever. The sun's definitely coming up. It actually genuinely is brighter than it was when I started recording. That's how the sun works. That is how the sun works. I don't like it. I think the sun was a mistake. I think it should only ever get as bright as it was when I first recorded and said this is the perfect time. But now it's too much. It needs to stop. Look at that grey sky. Yeah, welcome to London, baby. It's supposed to be summer, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm gonna regret that when I actually quite like grey skies. I like it because it kind of makes me feel like when the sky's completely grey, like not just like bits of cloud, but when it's like completely grey from end to end. I like that when you look up and you can't tell like any sense of distance because it's just one solid grey everywhere. That's really cool. Makes me feel. It reminds me that. Reminds me of a lot of things. Yeah, it reminds me of various. Not like experiences from the past, but like it reminds me of various things about existence and stuff. I've been saying "and stuff" a lot recently. Well, you know, a lot of people get very concerned about these sorts of things, like people saying "like" or all the time, or "and stuff" all the time. But personally, I don't concern myself with that sort of stuff. I think those are all valid forms of communication, because all of those actually have their purpose in conversation. I mean, it's not always appropriate. So if you're trying to if you're trying to do a formal speech, for example, I wouldn't say "and stuff," but in like a normal conversation, or a YouTube video for that matter, "and stuff" is a pretty good term, because it lets you know there's more. It's like writing etc. in a writing form. And there is a lot of stuff. You can't. It's a way of communicating a concept that's not solid enough to have like a noun or something more concrete. You need "and stuff" is sort of it gives you a general idea of the the limitations of language and the way that there's just so much stuff out there. It doesn't communicate anything specific. It communicates a vagueness, a vague addition, a vague extension of your phrase, I guess. A vague, like a sort of fuzzy, grey, extra something, which I think is good because that's what most things are, a fuzzy, grey, extra something. It's what I am, at least. Yeah, I want to keep a pet fuzzy, grey, extra something. They seem cute. So we're past the ideal time now. I can hear some cars in the distance, the very, very distance. I can hear a train. It's probably the first train of the day. It's probably somewhere near the bridge, probably just crossed the bridge actually. Wonder who's on it. Wonder if they're going to work. You want a chicken bone? Here, have a chicken bone. How's it taste? Is it good? There's still some meat on this one. That's some good fucking chicken. I do love chicken. Hope these mouth sounds aren't too weird. Hope you can't hear it too much. I know some people really don't like mouth sounds. From my time spent in the comment sections of ASMR videos, I know that. I feel like ASMR is one of those things that a lot of people don't want to admit that they're into. I've never seen why. Unless you're into weird, well, it's not weird. You know, I can understand the sexual aspect of it. It's more of an intimacy thing though than a sexual thing. I don't think I'm going to get any more meat off of that bone. I think that has been well and truly eaten. Yeah, I can understand people who get some sort of weird sexual thing from it. I'm not going to judge them. Personally, I'm just in it for the tingles, mate. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I've watched my fair share of male ASMR and female ASMR, because I just like the little tingles. I just like the tingly sensation, and I just like the relaxation. And if that offends you, snowflake, then I'm sorry, bud. But this world isn't meant for you. Personally, I tend towards the female ASMR people because somehow it's more soothing. I guess it makes sense, to be honest. I just find female voices to be more relaxing, and generally more tingly as well. Although there are a few male ASMR people who have got very good tingly voices. One of my favourites is this guy called the French Whisperer. He vanished for a long time, but he recently started making videos again. He does long ASMR about history and stuff and science, and very enjoyable. And his voice is really deep and soothing, relaxing to go to sleep to. Hell yeah, fucks with it. Sometimes I watch non-ASMR videos that have, I guess people may call them unintentional ASMR. But there's this YouTuber called Corrales, and I used to know him from, the reason I know of him is because back when I was a child and played much more Minecraft than I do now, he used to make Minecraft videos, which are still my favourite videos by him, but he doesn't make Minecraft videos anymore. Well, very, very rarely makes Minecraft videos nowadays. He might, who knows if he'll start making them again, but I recently rediscovered his channel, just from getting back into Minecraft, and seeing some of his old videos that I watched when I was a kid, and I was like, this is nostalgic, but his voice is very soothing. I believe he's Swedish? I believe he's Swedish. He also plays Minecraft with like shaders and nice texture packs, and he mostly does videos about Minecraft architecture. I would highly recommend his inspiration series, Minecraft inspiration series. You know what, I'm going to get one of his videos up right now and show you. I've got Flux on right now, which may be a little strange, but I'm actually going to close my window, because people might be awake. Oh yeah, speaking of ASMR, here's my ASMR tab. Generally have one of those open. This is another great ASMR channel that I found kind of recently. Muna. She mostly speaks Russian, but she includes memes in her ASMR, which I think is kind of funny. Some of these, I don't remember which one had memes in it, but one of these had memes in it. She does a little bit of the e-girl thing, like she mostly in her thumbnails, like this, for example, like the hey gal face, whatever. But in the actual video, it's just a pretty usual, normal ASMR video. Like, it's just a pretty ordinary ASMR video. Yeah, it's nothing really lewd or anything. Which, you know, you gotta get them clicks. I respect the hustle. I think it was this one that had memes in it, the 2000 triggers in 12 minutes. That was yeah, I believe that was the right one. What was I going? Oh yeah, Corrales. Minecraft inspiration series. I won't play too much. I don't want to get like. I just recommend you just go to his channel, but they are very cool. Check out these castles, by the way. He doesn't build these himself. He just goes on these servers and goes around, and I mean it's called the inspiration series for a reason. To try and get inspiration. He has his own Minecraft Let's Build series as well. This is all old stuff though. He doesn't really play Minecraft anymore, so you're gonna have to scroll back a little bit to find this content. But it's all good shit. And as you can see, the shaders look very nice, especially when he does like a modern house. Let's see if I can find one. Modern mountain house. This looks nice. Yeah, check that out, man. How pretty does that look? I think it looks pretty great. The texture pack and shader combo, that is like very pretty. I wish I had a really beefy computer that could run that. I've also been watching his Cities Skylines Let's Plays recently. Those are good. I enjoy Cities Skylines. I'm terrible at it myself, but I enjoy watching other people who are better than me play it. It's one of the few games that I actually have. As you may know, I'm quite bad at video games. But Cities Skylines is one of them that I've actually played. I actually bought it back when it first came out ages ago. Yeah, I kind of am terrible at it. And now I don't have it anymore. It's a fun game though. I remember having fun, despite failing completely. I feel like, now that I know a little more about, because I know about Cities Skylines now that I didn't know then, is that there's a really, really thriving mod community. Like, the devs are very encouraging of mods. In fact, I believe that there's a mod, just like, tab in the, like, inbuilt into the UI. Like, it's just basically click one button to install the mods. And I'm sure you can get mods that just give you like infinite money. And that seems like the sort of thing I would enjoy doing, just building a city from nothing without having to worry about, like making money and stuff, because that's the thing I always kind of sucked at is making money, which is kind of the point of the game, making enough money to keep the city running and stuff. Here we go again with the end stuff. I'm okay with it. It's fine. It makes me happy. Makes me happy that stuff is and. This is me vaping and stuff. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. You gotta slow it down sometimes. Can't be always manic. You gotta keep it chill. The classic. No thank you vaping on camera. Alright, I think I'm gonna go back to watching my Counter-Strike videos now. Oh, that's that flash. I might have to keep that in mind. That seems pretty useful. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go back to watching watching some people counter the strikes now. Whoa, what's this smoke lineup? Oh, I wanted him to show it. I guess this is a wall of smokes to rush secret, I'm gonna assume. Let me get a little closer just to make sure that... Yeah, it is. It's a wall of smokes to rush secret. That's what I figured. I know my games. I know my Counter-Strikes. Alright, I'm gonna get back to this now. See you later. There is few quotes as accurate as this line from Nirvana's Territorial Piercings. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. It's true, and it's so scary. Okay? You should be paranoid right now. Why are you not paranoid? You're sitting here. Well, I know why you're not paranoid. Because if you were actually keeping in mind all of the stuff that you should be terrified about, you would probably go insane immediately. But just to give you a little hint of why you should be paranoid, I'm just gonna scare you with some stuff that you should Google as soon as possible. Just look it up. Just search it up on the internet. First thing is Gorgon Stare. The Gorgon was a mythological creature from like Greek or Roman mythology. I don't remember which one. Which it had the power to turn people to stone just by looking at it. And the Gorgon Stare is the secret name for a project for drone surveillance. A lot of it's classified, so we don't really know exactly the extent. But essentially, it's a way for using a very wide angle, very high quality camera with like billions of megapixels. I'm not exaggerating. Like a 1 point something billion megapixels. Basically, they put this camera on a drone, and they point it at a city, and they fly the drone over the city, and it takes a really, really big video of the city, and they can use it to track basically everyone at any time, at any point. And there's very little documentation, but it is currently in operation in the US. Like, the US government has access to it. We don't know if the NSA or the CIA or FBI use it, but we do know that... Oh fuck, I forgot what it's used in military. That was what it was originally developed for, but it has been used at sports events to keep track of crowds. NASCAR, I believe. You should definitely look this up, Gorgon Stare, because I'm not going to do a good job of explaining this, but yeah, essentially it's a drone camera that hovers in the sky, and this was in 2008, I believe, that it was used, so who knows how much the technology's improved since then. And it can hover so far that you would never fucking see it. So essentially, there is no reason to not believe that they're not tracking you as soon as you step out your door. That this technology can track people through a city, like it can track multiple people through a city at once, as many as you want, because you just follow the little dot and you can zoom in as far as you can basically zoom in really far because it's a fucking huge image. So yeah, yeah. Don't. This is why I don't go outside. It's fucked out there. It's just fucked. I mentioned this at some point. Oh, you can't even see me. I'll just point it at the camera. I mean, point it at the computer. So I mentioned in like an older video at some point that I was changing my style up to be more comedy, or I don't know, comedy focused, but like more heavily edited, more quick paced, you know. And the reason, I guess I should just explain the reasoning behind this. So I tried to do. There was a clip of me doing this that got cut out of monospace, but I'll just explain it now. Okay, so here's the there's a multitude of different reasons. Reason number one is that I mean it's pretty simple. I've been making the same type of videos since I started YouTube basically, and I just wanted to switch it up a little bit, especially because a lot of people seem to like some of the other older videos, but more importantly, I liked some of the older, more edited videos like Chapter 2 and stuff like that. Uh, the other thing is that when I've gone back to rewatch all my videos, I found myself just sort of like skipping through them. This is how I make art. Is I go back and listen to my old music or watch my old videos and stuff, and heavily critique it, and then I change things to make it better. So I make a little list of things that I think are to be different, and I change that the next time I do it. And one of the things that I always notice when I go back to watch my old videos is that it's super long-winded, and they don't need to be. So I've been editing them down recently to be much shorter. For example, Monospaced was an hour and a half long when I imported all the videos in, and I could have literally just put it out there, just unedited with an hour and a half. But I think it's much funnier the way it is now with just the random clips interspersed and stuff like that. That's personally, that's the sort of video I would watch. And I've always maintained, I make videos for me, not for anyone else. It's also much more fun to edit that way. I enjoy editing, and when all you're doing is just putting clips together, it's kind of boring. And also, it's really hard to make a clip of you just talking to a camera look interesting without resorting to some gimmick like a filter, like a color filter or something. If you don't have a proper, see, I don't have, it's not like I have a proper set and a lighting set up and a nice camera. It's just my fucking phone in my bedroom, so it's really hard to make that footage look good. I know a lot of people just tab over, but you know, I want to have an aesthetic thing since it's a visual medium and I have the opportunity and the skill to edit properly. I want to give myself the chance to actually flex those muscles just because it's fun, and I can look back on it and I can actually sit through a whole one of my videos instead of just fucking listening to myself repeat the same point for an hour and a half, which I don't really like. You know, it's not like longer videos aren't gonna happen anymore. You stupid. As per usual, human beings don't understand. You guys are just literally too retarded to know what the fuck is going on at any point in time. You're so fucking stupid. Oh, he made a few different types of videos. Yeah, oh no. Fuck you. And the third thing is that I wanted to move away from like Digibro. I don't want to be associated with Digibro anymore. I don't want to be the guy that makes Digibro After Dark stuff. I don't want to be able to be described as it's kind of like Digibro. Like people keep describing me that way. I don't want to be described like that. It's not a problem with the description. It's an accurate description. I don't want to be that anymore. I'm moving away because I you know, you've got him. You can go back and watch his videos in 2016 if you want to see that. I don't give a fuck. Uh, you know, there's more to it than that. Just I have this. My general philosophy with art and anything creative is that if I've already done it, I don't want to just keep doing it. That's why my albums all sound pretty different from each other. That's why I don't just make one genre of music. Like I didn't. Yeah, I made lo-fi hip hop for like a year or something. Actually, it wasn't that long. But most of my I built my SoundCloud off of making lo-fi hip hop. I just got bored because it's the same thing over and over. I've done it now. I'm you motherfuckers would like be the sort of person to sit down and be like, okay, oh yeah, what do I like? Oh, I like Death Grips, and then you just make a Death Grips song. No, it's been done. I want to switch it up and make something that hasn't been done. You know, you guys have already. Some of the people that watch my videos are even doing the same sort of video. Like, when I was started making videos where I would just film my black room and just talk and not even edit it, suddenly a bunch of people started doing that. Not I'm not gonna say they were copying me, but they realized that, oh look, this is something you can do. But now it's been done, and a lot of those people do it better than I could do it. So now I want to move on and keep innovating and do something new, right? And I don't give a fuck. As I've always fucking said every single time since day one of my channel, it's never. I don't care about growing subscribers. I make videos because I enjoy it. And fuck all of you, and fuck YouTube as well. I'm not trying to make videos that will do well on YouTube. Try fucking explaining any of my recent videos to someone who doesn't know what is going on. They're not gonna fucking understand it. Dumbass motherfuckers. There's more reasons as well. Like, I mean, haven't had anything that I really want to talk about for that long recently because I've had some changes in my thought process of oversharing and stuff. I don't know if oversharing is the right word, but I don't find it particularly interesting to just like I don't find it interesting to talk about myself as I used to. I've used up all the basic stuff that I've like all the more basic stuff about myself that I could talk about, I've already talked about. And I don't want to go in depth about every single day of my fucking life. That's just boring. It's boring to record and it's boring to watch. And I don't fucking care about any of that shit. I don't, and if you care, you shouldn't care. You should look inwards and ask yourself, why are you so obsessed with some random guy? Stop. And it's like a projection of your own self-obsession. Like, well, if this guy can make a video just rambling about himself for an hour, then that means he must think he's interesting and he's cool. So that means if I think I'm cool enough to think constantly only think about myself, I must be cool as well. That's not how it fucking works. You're a retard. Shut up. It boggles my fucking mind. I mean, you could call this chapter 3 if you wanted to. You could call this current phase chapter 3. We're already in the this isn't fucking No Thank You season 1 anymore. We're in chapter 2 now, bitch. This is the diphenhydramine and black metal saga. You fucktards. This isn't no bullshit. Don't don't fucking fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I'm telling you, get the fuck out if you don't like it. I don't want to start a fucking community. I fuck off. I have to deal with Discord drama in my fucking I don't want to do that. Fuck off. From now on, by the way, I'm just going to run my Discord like anarchy. I'm not going to ban anyone or anything unless they like are really, really bad or like spamming links like a spam bot or something. I don't know if these even exist on Discord, but yeah, my Discord server is now anarchy. Have fun on that. But yeah, fuck all of you. I mean, it's not like I've been getting mountains of criticism, but you know, I don't understand how you can just watch the same video over and over again. You're so stupid. You know what? I'm actually gonna go on my channel right now, and I'm gonna show you how many of my videos are the same thing over and over again. Let me look it up. Ooh, oi, nah, taunt. Okay, here we go. I want to scroll back before 2 months ago, back to the chapter 1. Let's find out how many of these are the same thing. So these two are basically the same video. This is like a nothing, and no one even watched it. This is a different video, I guess. This is just a normal vlog, but with a fucking filter on it. This is like nothing. These two basically the same video, not really. This is actually an innovative video that no one really cares about, but it's actually a good video. Same with this one's just a pretty normal meme. This is a shit video. This is another shit video. Here's another inventive video. That's just a meme. This and this basically the same video, and this is also kind of the same video. This and this are literally the same video. I just rephrased it. This identity in the post-meat space world is like the same as one of the other videos further later on in my channel. It's like half of the shit is just the same fucking bullshit. Like, Who cares about any of this? Am I seriously gonna watch this? I'm fucking not. Oh yeah, I'm really gonna watch Music is Worth Living For. Fuck no, I'm not gonna watch that shit. I don't even know what this is. This is probably a stream, right? Yeah, this is a stream. Um, you know, this is the same as my other breakfast video. Oh look, here's an innovative video. People actually like that one. People don't like other ones. I don't know why. I don't care. Why did I even decide to make a YouTube channel in the first place? I don't want people commenting on my shit. I don't want people to know what I'm making. For fuck's sake. Look, this one, Schizophilic Rant About the Self, that's basically the same as Identity in the Post-Meat Space World, which is also kind of the same as Drugs on the Internet, very related. Friends Are Nice, also pretty related to that, basically the same thing. There's another one up here that is very similar. I don't remember what it is. I think I talk about it a little bit in this video. I don't know where the one that I'm thinking of is, but it might be the All Too Familiar Scene. I actually don't know. Yeah, you stupid idiots. You just want to watch the same fucking video on repeat because you're stupid and you can't hope oh my god. I don't understand how any of you manage to survive in the real world. Like, you're just walking around without a brain in your head. Oh my god, you idiots. You baffle me. You baffle me with your incomprehensible retardation. Plunder Mnemonics, right? It's just the same shit as all my older videos, just fucking edited down so it's only the good parts. But no, you just want nothing. You just want more nothing in your life. That is literally the difference. You just want more fluff and nothing. You're the sort of person that's watching Naruto for the fucking filler. You're going through fucking shonen shows with all the filler, and you're just skipping the plot and just watching the filler episodes. You're so incomprehensibly dumb. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just gonna keep fucking going. I don't know why I thought any of this was a good idea. Oh my god. I should stay separate. I should keep my identity out of it. I should keep no, the other way. How do I explain this? I should keep separate from my work. I should just make the videos. I should separate myself from whatever weird fucking community cult of personality springs up around them. I should not try and fucking intertwine myself with anyone else around the same area. You know, it just ends badly. The more fucking social links you make like this, it's just destined to go down the fucking toilet. That's how friendships work. That's how everything fucking works. I forgot. For some reason, I thought it wouldn't work like this. No, I forgot. I've never done it in this way, but you know, I shouldn't have been surprised. In fact, I've actually predicted something. I've predicted this happening from the very beginning, but I'm fine with it. It's not. I'm not complaining about anything. I'm also not talking about any individual. I know you out there, people. You people out there, motherfuckers, probably think I'm talking about you. I'm definitely not talking about you. You're a fucking self-centered twat if you think I'm talking about you. I'm definitely not. So get the fuck out of here, you idiot. This is the classic line. It's not you, it's me. And here's what me is gonna do. Me is gonna stay away from you, because I just don't give a fuck. Oh my god. I don't like people. So many of you are fake ass misanthropes, right? Oh, I hate people. Meanwhile, you got loads of friends. Fuck you. I hate people, and that includes you. Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Wandering in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Or Wandering in Counter-Strike, Wandering in CSGO. I don't know what it's called, but this is a bit of a peaceful episode, and we're going to be playing with no one, just me. And I'm gonna be doing MP underscore round time diffuse 999. That should give me a very long time.
Go, go,
Oh, it seems to have not done so. So I'm just going to have to run and plant the bomb, because I only have 1 minute. So already things are going wrong. But if you don't know Counter-Strike, this is a map called Inferno, and as you can see, it's set in Tuscany, as you can see, which is a place in Italy, if you don't know. And it's a very nice setting. It's very nicely detailed. It's actually the slightly newer version of the map. These stairs, I've always wondered where they went to. Seem to go into here, which is... Ah, I know why that didn't work. I don't have SV cheats on. That'll be why. Well, now we know. I'm gonna jump up to this balcony. This is cool. So this is someone's, like, living room, I guess. Just stare out, look out the window, listen to the radio. Goodbye, radio. Read some books. What do we got here? Oh, some old books, it looks like, and a nice painting. And a fan, of course. So we're gonna head through this nice little corridor and into the bomb site. Just to plant real quick. Just to hopefully reset the round so that I can have a round with the infinite time after this. So let's just wander around this. I guess we'll just take a look at this 8-bomb site for the meantime. So this place is called Graveyard, although it's definitely not a graveyard. I think it used to be a long time ago. Oh look, can you stand on this flower bed? No, you fall right through it. Interesting. Someone seems to have left their bicycle down here. It's actually a very useful angle. I guess this must be whoever lives in this little house's bicycle. If I stand in this corner, I think I can survive. I'm not sure. No, turns out I can't survive, but that's okay. I hope that bomb noise wasn't too loud and didn't distract you from this lovely, relaxing video. Is it going to do it in 60-minute round time now, or not? I guess we'll find out in 1 second. Hey! Looks like it worked. Now we can just relax and listen to this lovely guitar music. Can't hear it from this side, but it's interesting. Over here there's also a noise, I believe. Just some nice radio noises. So radio, we're living in the internet age now. So we've got some nice places. I'm actually going to no-clip around for a bit, just so we can see into places that we wouldn't normally be able to see into. For example, there's a little place past this fence. Now obviously it's not all textured because you wouldn't normally be able to get out of here, so you get a lot of one-sided textures. And all the way over here there's of course nothing. Except this tower, which is in fact part of the skybox. As you can see when you come up here, that halfway up this tower becomes nothing, like not a real thing. But as you can see, this tower is viewable from everywhere on the map, even back here, which is a nice little place. This is the church, which is a pretty nice place. But it seems to be still under construction. I guess this would be the altar once they finish constructing it. It's not a very big church. It's actually really small, but I guess this is a small little village. A lot of the design of this place doesn't make much sense, I'm not gonna lie. I guess you would come in through here. Oh yeah, there's a nice little road down here. I wonder where this leads. I guess off to these little farmhouses that don't really exist. Oh, they do really exist! Oh, but it just goes black when you get out there. Oh, that's a damn shame. Well, at least I can look at them from over here before the ground suddenly changes. That's cool. They seem a little small though. They do seem a little bit small for houses. Yeah, they're a little bit... They're miniature houses. They're off in the distance. That's why they're small. One more over here. But they're just going to turn black as soon as I fly over there, which is a bit of a shame. Now, as you may have just seen over here, this is actually the skybox, which is in fact where those houses are. And as you can see, this is the tower in the center of the map. This is a very nice little skybox. So this is then blown up to the size of the entire map, and that's how they do it in Source. Just a nice little painting texture. I have no idea where the map is. Can I see something over there, or am I just tripping baloney? I believe I am just tripping baloney. Ah, this is a graveyard. Now I see. These are tombs. Ah, yes, because that's a church. I guess that makes sense. Oh, the church actually extends out over here. Ah, through these doors, there's more church. I didn't even know that. And here's a little house here with a nice little fence. That's cool. I'd like to live there. So I guess... So let's say I was... This must be a public space, right? I guess this area is a public space. Yeah, because you can walk all the way through it. The real question is, like, how do you get into here from being nowhere? I guess you'd have to be on one of these little boats just going down the river. Oh, the water looks pretty nice for Source. But it looks very different from the top. Oh, I guess this is a separate texture underneath to make it look muddy. That's clever. This river is really very picturesque. And they're powering something. I wonder what that's powering. Sadly, you move way too fast with no clip. You can move a little slower by crouching or just walking while you're not clipping. Ah, look, so this is a little water thing that goes into, I guess, this building over here. What do you think? Is it that building, or do you think it's one of these buildings? Whoa, what? There's a whole other building there that just vanishes. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, and a nice little car here. That's cool. So let's say I live in a house here. So I want to get into my house. Let's turn no clip off for a second. Oh, how much recording space do I have left? Just to be real quick. I'm sure it's fine. So I'm walking into my house. This door, there is no door. Okay. Interesting design choice, no door. That's cool. So I walk into my house, and then I'm just in am I just in someone's house right now? I guess this is just someone's house. Ah, here's the door. Oh, okay, I see. So this is just a flight of stairs that doesn't have a door. I guess maybe there was a door here once and it's not here anymore. And then this is the door to someone's actual apartment or house. They got a nice little grandfather clock. Nice fireplace. Maybe I should give him some fire. Give weapon _ Molotov. I think that's what it is. Yeah, that'll be it. We'll throw this smoke over there. Yeah, now we can light the fire and sit back and burn to death slowly. Okay. The fire is a little large. It's a little bit of a larger fire than I was ready for. But that's okay. They've got a nice kitchen here. Nice little fridge. A coffee pot that you can shoot. Nice, I always like those little details. Are these paint cans? Who keeps paint cans in the kitchen? Maybe they're full of coffee. This is what they eat, I guess. Oh, and they got a little bar section as well. That's nice. That's a nice touch. I want one of those. I want a little bar section. And some bleach as well. Which I can't reach, but I can shoot. Oh, look. It actually... Are these just decals, or is it actually putting holes in it? Oh, they're just decals. Okay. Well, that's cool as well. And then over here, they've got this little balcony section. There's a chicken up here. I'll let you follow me. I could imagine sitting out here smoking a cigarette, reading a book in the Tuscany sun with a nice little... Yeah, this is a pleasant little place to be. But then here's what I'm very confused about. Oh, this guy's stuck. Okay. Here's what I'm confused about. So, then there's this section, which has 2 doors. And this... So this is this the same person's house that just continues over here? Or is this someone else's house? Also, where's the bedroom? There's no bedroom here, right? I didn't miss a bedroom. Yeah, there's no bedroom here. So where is the bedroom? Because this is a computer, like a really tiny little office. Let me no clip in there and see what I can see. Yeah, it's just a tiny little office. There's nothing in here really except this little window. I don't know where I just went, but we're back now. So that's not a bedroom, clearly, because you can see all sides of it, and I mean, there's nowhere else for it to go. This must be just like a little living area, and another set of double doors come down to here with, I guess, another entrance. So the same. Is this even the same house anymore? And there's a door over here that doesn't seem to go anywhere. Like where does that door lead to? There's literally nowhere for that door, unless there's a tiny house in that little section there, a really thin house. I guess it could be so. Think it's a really thin house, or do you think perhaps their house goes? They've got a similar situation to the guy over here. This is number 3, right? So do you think number 3 their house goes above here? Let me see, let me get a look up here. Yeah, you see, you can't look up there, so here's what I'm thinking. This is actually just basically where the staircase goes, and there's a staircase that goes up to here. No clip in. There's not going to be any detail, but I'm imagining there's another staircase that goes up here, and then across here, basically. Over here, and then this is where their actual house is. Yeah, that's probably what the situation is over here. Their actual house is over, but then there's another door here, so why would you ever use this door is the question. Oh, there's more windows up here. Maybe their actual house is up here then. That's quite possible. And over here as well, because there's no way to get to over there from this house. So this is a very odd structure. And there's probably doors back there as well. Who knows how any of this works. Let me turn no clip off. So this makes no sense. So then there's another door. This one has a lock on it though. So this is what I'm trying to work out. Like, where is the bedroom? I guess the bedroom might be in here. And then another set of double doors into this little archway. Is this someone else's house? Perhaps. I think we already went back there, but just in case, let me check this out. Got some firewood. A little telephone pole or something. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it for back here. Okay, so once again, a very confusing house over here. I guess these are apartments, because like, this must be a house and this must be a house, because these have locks. This also has a lock. Maybe they just lock it up at night. Maybe this is like some sort of hotel. Another little door over there. So I guess to someone's house. This must be their balcony. Yeah, this must be their little section. But this must go off over to there. This door and this door. So this door must go over to there, and that must be their house. And this is someone else's house. Well, this has a different type of door, but this doesn't make sense to be a house. It's just a tiny little room. There's not even a bed in here. It's just a place to sit. I'm very confused. So this place is also really confusing. Like, what's going on here? This just got, like... Maybe this whole section is someone's house. I guess so. People have doors in their houses, right? I guess this whole thing must be one guy's house. But then, it's so big. And what's going on down there? Like, is there a door to get in there? There is. Oh, it's like some sort of shop. Interesting. And another one here. And another one here. Wow. It's crazy. Speaking of shops, there's actually a shop over here as well. I believe it's very similar to the one over there. And there is food shop. They sell antipasti and pimi piatti. Spaghetti vongole. Very nice. I do like spaghetti vongole. And actually, that's where the balcony of that house we were on before is. That's pretty cool. This staircase is a an odd bit of architecture, I'm not gonna lie. Especially like just having this little arch with a couple of crates in it. I'm not sure what they were thinking there. It's a bit strange. But let's head back up here and have another wander around. So then you get back down here, and this is the boiler room. So which makes me think this is just one person's house. Got some curtains over here. Like, this is a very thin bit of a house. Maybe it's the shop owner. This is very nice. I guess it must be. They have a little balcony up there. How do you even get up there? There's... is it through here? There's very little in here. This is a very small room. This is where you would imagine the bathroom might be, but it appears not. It appears to just be a really tiny room. So that's kind of useless. If this is someone's house, yeah, it must be. But then they have this nice little balcony out here for very little reason. Like I would probably put like a table and chairs out here or something. I mean, just having this balcony be empty is kind of useless for anything except just having a quick smoke or something. Very odd. Like, who puts a bench down here? Very strange. And there's another door into this house over there. Are you seriously telling me that is all one person's house all the way through there? I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it, because this is the boiler room, right? There's a boiler room there, as you can see. Some crates over here. I think this is a very messy town. A nice light up here. I wonder if I can break it. I bet I can. No! That's surprising. I would have definitely thought you could break this light. I don't know why you would need this. I guess this is someone else's house. The entrance to someone else's house. Here's a nice little back alley. I wonder if this is privately owned or what. What does this lead to? It doesn't seem to lead to anywhere. Oh, I guess it leads to over here, but what the heck? Where am I? It leads behind this little bit. Ah, behind this small wall. Interesting. So behind this little wall is a back alley, but then it also has a section that comes out here. Well, that doesn't actually come out, though. I guess, so there's this little courtyard out here, which I guess must be a private courtyard. This must be their back door to these guys. There's some nice trees in it. Yeah, it's pretty well designed. And then, I can't tell if this is just a bit that's not textured, or if there's supposed to be a path here at some point. Like, theoretically, there's supposed to be. You know what it probably is? It's probably the back door for this building. I know that would make it a very thin building, but, you know, these guys seem to like thin buildings, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt when it comes to thin buildings. Oh, we've somehow ended up here. How did we get there? Was that just through this wall? See, I remember back in the old version of this map, these two paths used to be connected. But it doesn't quite, like, there's this whole building in the way. There's a whole goddamn building in the way, which makes these make no sense. Because there's clearly a path here, which doesn't lead anywhere. So, are you telling me it goes like that? Is that what we're saying right now? Because that would make sense, actually. That wouldn't be too unbelievable. That would make sense. Now here's my question. So what? This is like a staircase up to here. Oh, very interesting. Let me take a little wander around out here. Because you can't normally get up here in the map. This is out of bounds. As you can see, you can't get on this fence. There's an invisible wall. I think I'll just fall through the floor at any point here. It's not unlikely. This is the skybox out here. You can see no decals. No decals. You can look into this house though. There's even a staircase. Huh, this is overkill. but I appreciate it. I appreciate the attention to detail. Something that no one is ever going to see. That's cool. So this is, I guess, just a little courtyard for these guys. That's a pretty nice house. Can you even get back out? I guess this is all invisible, walled off. Maybe down here I can get back out. No, it's to prevent people from boosting, like standing on each other's heads to get out here. Probably goes up to infinity. Yeah, so I guess once you get in, you're just trapped in here forever. You know what? Of all the places to be trapped, Tuscany is not the worst. Fortunately, I have superpowers and can exit. So I guess this must be a public street, right? It must be, yeah, because here's a house number. So yeah, this is of course a public street. I'll get back to you later, sewer system that's just out in the open for no reason. But this is clearly a public street. I really thought I'd be able to shoot that. I can shoot this bell though. Oh, this is a doorbell, I guess, for these guys. Huh, it must be, it must be. Just a pile of flag firewood out here? Oh, that's cool, I respect that. Another person's house. See, this is confusing. It works well for gameplay, which is obviously what they have in mind. But I don't see why there would just be a random wall here in the street. Some of these bells conveniently set up perfectly to look down this place. Very strange. And some sandbags. Well, I guess this is probably because it's a war zone. And here we are back at this little gate that we were at before. Does this say anything? La Rocha de la something? That looks like a wolf. And there's a window. So I guess this is someone's house. And now we're back at the little church. See, all this stuff is put here by I would assume the terrorists or the counter-terrorists. What are these, like missiles? Missiles, I guess. It's like the missile crates. And these are probably full of like, God knows what. These are probably full of ammo. This is someone's house. This is a pretty dodgy place to put your house. Oh, I guess that's why he has a light there. That makes sense. It's a very convenient wooden board to put there. And this is something I really like. So clearly they have been smuggling in missiles by sneaking them in coffins in this church, which I think is very cool. That's a really cool bit of detail. I'm not quite sure how that would work entirely, but it's a cool bit of detail nonetheless, despite making no sense. Another place where they've just kept firewood. I guess it does get pretty cold in the winter around here, around these parts. Here's a nice wall. I wonder if I can throw the bomb out there. Nope, just bounces off. That's what I thought. They tend to be pretty good about that sort of thing. Oh, my FPS is lagging, which probably means I'm running out of space in the computer. But who knows? I'm going to end this soon because we've almost explored the entire map. Just want to point out this well over here. And this is where the counter-terrorists spawn, so this is where they've come in from over there to deal with them. And that's basically it. We've basically dealt with everything. I did say I would go back to the little exposed sewage system, because that is a bit of a disgrace. I mean, come on. Like, where's this? Oh, there's a grate down here? Wow, that's a bit of a cop-out. Come on. But like, why would you even have this open to the public? Right next to my lovely house, it's just a fucking sewer. Oh, unless it's actually a drainage system. That's probably what it is, you know. Oh, look at all this rubbish. Can't even shoot it. That's how rubbish it is. That is disgraceful. Come on. Corsa Inferno. Departazione bicicletta. Don't know what that means. Something about bicycles. That was a cool jump. I just wanted to make sure everyone saw that. That was definitely a cool jump. So far, this place, despite making very little sense, has a lot of nice benches dotted around for sitting, including these guys, which seem to be facing in just a random towards some guy's door, and this one's just facing like towards some guy's garage. You know what? That's fine.
Like, this place is just a courtyard that you can't even get to. Oh, there's a bridge over there. Ah, there's a bridge over there to all these, like, farmhouses and stuff. And I guess someone's house is probably here. Well, I guess this is definitely someone's house. Oh, and the water goes under their house. That's cool. I wonder if they have some sort of clever system going in there. I'm still curious as to what this water mill is powering, given that there's no water in any of these pipes, but somehow there's water coming out of the end. That is magic. That's just magical. Someone's really practicing guitar over here. And it's clearly a boat. I mean, that no one's going to argue that is not a boat. So this bridge, like, where is it theoretically going? Because this is just someone's house. Like, there's nowhere for it to actually lead to over here. Like, it can't lead to over here because this is just a wall. I mean, it must do. So you're telling me that every time they cross the... Yeah, it's the right height and everything. So every time they cross the bridge, I wonder if I can walk out here. Will I just fall off into the void, and then I get stopped? As I suspected, there's a wall there. But I can fall down here, and go out of bounds and get immediately stuck. Counter-Strike does not like it when you go out of bounds. I'm currently in the water. I don't think I've ever been down here before. Some floating flowers. Nice. Good job, Val. And I think with that, that's going to be the end of this episode of Wandering in Counter-Strike. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Hi, and welcome to No Thank You's Midnight Feast, featuring, starring, guest presenter, insane, sticky up hair, because I can. Fuck you. So, don't know why I did that. So the aim of this show is I have only eaten a slice of pizza basically all day, and maybe a couple slices, but a slice of pizza all day. Nothing much going on. Nothing much in my stomach right now. So I've looked in my fridge and grabbed out a few possible ingredients. I'll probably grab out a few more, and we're just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna improvise, see what we can make out of these ingredients that I've got over there. Not the best cook in the world, but hopefully I can make something that's at least edible. You never know what's going to happen on this show. I'm sure you've watched many episodes before. This is a long-running TV show. Always wash your hands before you cook. Step 1. Always wash your hands, because who knows what they've been. I certainly don't. I have a clean one to wipe the hands off with. There's only one thing you can be certain of with this show. And that one thing is right here. There's one thing you can be certain of with this show is that drinking is going to take place. Just like with every video. So I'm going to pour myself a glass right now. I'm going to angle the camera. I have this very convenient camera angle set up. Do you see this? You can see everything. It's amazing. I'm going to pour myself some of this. That should do. And I've actually just noticed I have some spinach, so I think I might try and incorporate that into whatever meal I make. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's coffee. So here's the ingredient list that I've found from rummaging through my fridge. Some spinach, some delicious eggs, only 2, but should be easily enough. Some cheddar, a bit of butter, always need butter, and the one thing I'm not sure if I'm going to eat or not, these sardines. I could see sardines fitting in this meal as a bit of protein. So basically here's what I'm thinking. Oh, actually, I don't have any bread. Oh, I have some bread. Well, some nice brown bread. Oh, this is fancy bread. I got some fancy bread right here. I guess my mum must have bought it. That's what I'm going to use as carbs. Then, okay, the meal's starting to take shape in my head. So here's basically what I'm thinking so far. So, I'm going to use this George Foreman type grill. Plug it in. It's probably kind of dirty. They tend to be, but it's fine. I can deal. Yeah, it's got crumbs all over it. I'll clean that up in a second. We're gonna use that. Gonna make a toasty basically. With I don't think. Okay, so first thing that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna use cheese with fish. Any Italians watching will be happy to know. So we've gotten rid of cheese from the equation. Now I need to clean this shit up. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'll just pause, but I'll explain my current modus operandi. So I'm gonna using this brown bread and some eggs. Basically just spinach, eggs, sardines, put everything in a sandwich, in a toasty. I don't need to really explain that. It's not that complicated. Hopefully it works out. Give me a second. In fact, if you've seen the video, The New Breakfast, hopefully something like that will happen. Now, I'm going to turn the recording off while I go and do the boring stuff like clean this out. Alright, and we're back. If you're wondering why there's a black border around the edge of the screen, don't worry about it. Just don't look at it, please. Don't look at it. So here's what we got. I've cleaned up my shit, and I've opened all the packets and stuff. I'm just going to shove it all on here, all of this spinach. Now, spinach, originally my idea when I designed this sandwich, when I came up with this incredibly complicated recipe, was that the spinach would soak up the juices from the fish so the sandwich wouldn't get soggy. Which was stupid because anyone who's ever cooked spinach knows that as soon as you cook it and it wilts, it produces a lot of liquid. However, it still worked and actually tasted very nice. So I decided I'm just going to stick with spinach because it tastes good. We're going to, of course, put a little pepper on the spinach and some salt. We don't need too much salt because the fish is going to be quite salty. And I've just been invited to play Counter-Strike. I need to tell this guy 1 second I am cooking. Give me 15 mins, I'm cooking. This is a very professional show we run here, and No Thank You does cooking. It's so professional, in fact, that I've forgotten to turn the cooking apparatus on, which is something you don't want to forget. Here's what we're going to do now, is layer in this fish. Now, here's the thing I'm wondering. Am I going to need to cook the eggs first, or will they just, I mean, they should just cook in the thing, but just cracking raw egg is just going to go everywhere, right? So here's my thought. Maybe I should just make a single fried egg and put it on at the end. I think that might be what I end up doing. Or maybe I don't even need eggs at all. Because this has enough protein. Actually, I think we're going to remove the eggs from the equation because there's a lot of fish in that can. See, the normal fish that I use for this is a different canned fish. I use like smoked trout in a can, but there's less in those cans. So normally I add a little egg to make it a little more filling. But this canned sardines have a lot more fish in them. So I'm just going to shove these all in there. It doesn't matter if it gets mushed up. In fact, it's a good thing. It smells a little bit like cat food, probably because they put these in cat food, I would assume. I'm sure cats love this shit. Hell yeah. This looks very unappetizing right now, but I can tell it's going to taste delicious because my mouth is already salivating despite the fact that it looks like a little bit like puke. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to wash all that fish juice off my hands. There we go. And now, hopefully this should be
up to temp. It's actually not quite there yet. But now we're going to try and fold this over without all the spinach falling out. It doesn't matter if a little falls out because I'll just eat it. So it's generally fine. But there we go. Squash that down a little. And how big is this? I might need to cut it in half and cook both halves separately because it might be too big to actually fit. That should be fine actually. Should be fine. So I'm gonna wait for this thing to heat up and I'll come back to you once I put it in. So now that the thing has got up to temperature, the little grill thing, it's time for the most important step, which is butter. Now, the standard way to do a toasty is you spread the butter on the outside of the bread so it gets a nice crispiness on the outside. However, me, the toasty expert, knows a slightly easier way. Partly this only is easier because I really suck at buttering things. It's a weird thing to be bad at, but there you go. I'm bad at it. And my trick is that instead of doing that, I do it backwards. So I just put the butter straight on this thing. And it's very hot. In fact, maybe too hot. And then I put butter on the back without spreading it. Yeah, that is incredibly warm. And hopefully, this should do the job and crisp it all up. And it's burning slightly, but it shouldn't be a problem. And now we close it up and let it all fry in those lovely buttery fats. And that will make it super delicious. My general rule with cooking is the more butter you use, the better it tastes. The butter it tastes, one may even say. And now while I have a little bit of time while this cooks, I'm just going to clean up my workstation. Normally I am strictly anti-cleaning up in life, but when cooking it's very important to keep clean. Just like you can never wash your hands too many times when you're cooking, you can never really keep things too clean when you're cooking. You see the smoke coming out of this? That's a good sign. It's actually steam. I don't know if that shows up on camera, but it's actually steam from the thingy. What's this? What am I doing with my hands right now? The spinach. That's what I'm talking about. The spinach. It's actually steam from the spinach and the butter and stuff like that. Just all coming out. It's not actually smoke, so don't worry. But it smells pretty damn good. And this will cook very quickly because I have it on a high temperature. So I'm actually turning the temperature down a little now. Gonna check on it. Yeah, we got that nice browning effect with nice, any of you people out there like food science, the nice Maillard reaction going on and down there, which is what you would love to see. I actually don't know if it's a Maillard reaction. I know that's what it's called when it's meat. I don't know if that's what it's called when it's spread. It must be, because there's sugar. Yeah, it must be a Maillard reaction. I might be wrong though. Never trust me with anything. Well, we have a knife here all ready to cut the bread once it comes out. In the meantime, it's going to have a little bit more. Actually, it's only barely finished. Nope. I've drunk all the beer, so I'll just have some more wine, I guess. Ready in my wine glass. Here it is. Don't want to have too much because I need to last the entire night, so I'm just going to pour a small glass for myself. Because I still got most of a boxed wine left. Let's see how this is doing. Ooh, that's good. That's looking very good right there. And we got a little bit of some burnt. We burnt a little bit of what's it called, spinach. But that's to be expected. Some of it falls out the end and gets burned. But that's generally fine. Ah, fuck. I just burned myself. So that happened. But that's fine as well. Just gonna fry this fish in a bit of incredibly hot butter that's right here. Seems to be a piece of fish left over. Frying it right now. This is called cooking, folks. Google it. So I probably could have, what I've learned is I probably could have actually fit that bread into a normal cubicle because it was actually too small for this double style, but that's okay. If you want to get a look at it, let me show it to the camera right here. It's not the most appealing thing. It looks a little burnt, but that's just because the bread is very brown already. This is actually the perfect color in my eyes anyway. I like my bread to be like right on the edge of being a bit overdone. So we're going to cut it right here. Actually, I'll use the big knife just because I can, really. And it's going to be way too hot to eat right now, but just going to take a look at it, make sure everything looks good. Looks pretty damn good to me. Tastes good off the knife, always a good sign. And we'll just leave that to sit and cool down for a second. This is currently too hot to touch, so I can't put it away yet. But we're just gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do really. We're just gonna wait. Just gonna drink. Cheers to sandwiches. Very nice. Now, call me a blasphemer, but I actually kind of feel like cutting these into even smaller pieces, just to let it cool down a little quicker. So I think that's what I'm doing right now. This may have been a mistake, but that's what I'm just gonna fucking follow my instincts. Why not, eh? The one thing about putting egg in it, which I've realised now, is that the egg kind of acts as a glue to keep the top layer on the bottom layer. And when you just have the spinach on the border, it can fall apart a little bit, but it's not really such a big deal. It's still doing okay. Yeah, we're letting it rest a little to let the heat propagate, but also to let it cool down so I can actually eat it. And I think that should be good. Well, there's a little bit of extra crust here, you can have it. Merry Christmas. Oh, very crunchy. That's a good sign. Delicious bread. All that is just bread with some fish oils in it, but it tastes really good. Right, so I'm gonna go eat this now. Thanks for watching No Thank You's Midnight Snacks. See you next episode.